Welcome to round 2 of the 2026 NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. We're here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, renamed the Echo Park Speedway, but die-hard NASCAR fans will always call this place Atlanta. Well, we've had a very dramatic week so far. After the Daytona 500 weekend provided us with some great side-by-side action, we're getting set for today's running. Let's catch up with what the drivers had to say in the media pen.
All right, we're going to continue here in the Media Center. As you can see, we've now been joined by the Junior Motorsports cohort. We have Raja Caruth, Justin Allgaier, Sammy Smith, and Carson Quapple. Just for time, we're going to go ahead and start with questions. And if we could start with Holly in the front.
Welcome. Raja, I wanted to ask you, you had a nice outing there in the car at Daytona.
Could have been worse.
Well, just talk a little bit about what that was. I mean, you did run well, and you know, just what you think it meant for you.
Yeah, I think personally it was great. It kind of checked some boxes, or maybe answered some questions I had. Really running up front in a rally car. I mean, I ran the fall race for Jordan Anderson, but it was, you know, I wasn't running in the top 10 all day, and really, like I said, answered some questions I had from my years of truck plate racing. So it was great. Unfortunately, got caught up in some other folks' mess, but to finish with a top 10 and get stage points was great, and it showed really just how fast all of our cars were and how much really the work of like the Hendrick engine shop and everybody at JRM to close the gap to the RCR cars over the winter. So I felt like we could take the fight to them last weekend, and didn't work out obviously, but I'm very confident going into this weekend that one of us can get the job done.
We'll go to Matt next.
Matt Weaver, motorsport.com. This is really for all of you guys collectively to answer however you kind of deem fit. But after Austin won the race yesterday, he kind of said he was surprised that you guys didn't take the fight to him more collectively. And I get the impression it's not as simple as just saying wave a wand, JRM cars team up and you can beat the 21. But what is the key to beating him there and here? And why did that not work as simple as just saying work together, beat them?
I mean, I think it's circumstantial. Like, just the four of us together are very rarely in a position to be able to line up and just push past, right? I think that, you know, especially when the 2 and the 21 were around each other, they were able to make some really good speed. I look at just even the last lap, really. You know, the circumstances. You know, we had a run off of 2. The 44 had to check up just a little bit. I checked up, and the 32 got me, right? But then once we had the run, we pulled out, and the 32 stayed in because the Alliance on the ECR engine side, you know, he knew his best shot was to go push the 21. That's not a bad thing, but, you know, look, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was a fantastic plate racer, but he also had a lot of friends, right? And while, you know, a lot of us would like to say, hey, we would do whatever it's going to take to go past the 21, there's still a lot of folks that know if they follow the 21, they're probably going to have a solid day, and they're going to finish in the top 5. And I think, you know, going back to what Raja just said, you know, checking boxes sometimes is different, right? Our 4 up here, we think we have a shot to go win the race, right? There's other folks that are going to be up front late in the going that their goal is to just finish and finish well and finish the best they can, especially in the point circumstances that they are today. And I think, you know, lastly for me, and I'll let them speak too, but the chase format, and knowing what the points look like at the end of the year makes those last 5 laps a lot different in Daytona than it does, maybe last year, when a win is maybe more significant than it is now. I think you're seeing, after the first 25 laps, I think you're seeing a lot more guys really understand that, hey, this is a season-long thing that we have to race a lot differently now, and we have to be more mindful of it. And, I don't want to give up wins ever. I'm never going to be content with giving up a win, but sometimes second for us was a good day, and you need to make sure that you're second, not, wadded up in the fence somewhere.
I do feel like Daytona as a whole, for us four, I feel like we made gains on working with each other and helping each other get to the front and stuff like that. So I do think that it was a positive for us. I would say that it was probably a step above where we have been in the last few races, at least since I've been racing with these guys. So it's also what Justin said. I agree with him. I mean, if 4 of us were all lined up in the top 5 or top 8 coming to the white, it's a different story. But I was back to 10th. I think you were the top lane fell. You were falling back. It wasn't like we were lined up there at the end, right? So me and the 8, we did pretty good earlier in stage 3 to get up to the front and put ourselves in a good spot. And me and the 88 were running together all stage 2, and Justin was right behind us. So I do feel like we made gains at Daytona to be better with, ganging up on them. We just didn't really have the numbers there at the end, I feel like.
Yeah, I would agree with them. I think, to their point, I think it's all situation dependent. Like, a lot of people ask me, the second stage when we were all lined up, why did I pull out? I think it's just a situation where, we had a lot of damage. I couldn't take pushes, and I wasn't quite understanding what, Raj's agenda was, leading the pack or everyone in line as well. So for me, taking care of myself was number 1, and then obviously looking out for my teammates is number 2. And I thought we did that well throughout the race. We were able to work with each other when we could, but I think definitely we need to probably work together better, but I thought we did a lot of things good as well. So I think it's going to be a challenge to beat them, but I think if we work together as a team, we can definitely do that. It's just a matter of, situations that we're in.
Yeah, and it's probably harder there than at a Talladega to move as a unit of more than 2 cars. Like Justin said, for the 21 and the 2, it's a lot easier to move in conjunction if it's just 2 of you versus 4. So I looked at it as it was my first experience really working with all these guys and seeing their tendencies and really learning what their instincts were. And now that I know that, it's going to be good going not only into this weekend's race, but going to Dega and the other plate races later in the year, how we can really work together. Because I noticed last week there wasn't any chances that any of us really took each other out of the game, but there was probably chances where, as a group, we may collectively could have done things a little different. But overall, personally, I learned a lot, racing with these guys and seeing what their tendencies were, and I feel good for the next time we go plate racing, which will be tomorrow.
I think the other part of this too is, I think we all are aware that, like Austin especially, is going to do whatever it takes to win the race, even if that means putting himself in a really bad spot to win the race, right? When we saw some blocks that, you got to have the speed to do it, but you got to also be willing to know that you might end on a wrecker, with Austin versus maybe somebody else. So I think, we get to next week, it's a different story, right? I think kind of the roles flip-flop. So, self-preservation sometimes takes a lot some of the speedways versus, everywhere else we go throughout the season.
Additional questions will come up to Holly.
Any of you guys could answer this, but is it, at this point, as much as Austin wins on these kind of tracks, is there something to be learned from him at all? Or, how do you get up there and give it to him?
It's tough. I think, obviously, I think we all think this, that Austin is a great plate racer, and honestly, he's the guy that we go to watch. Whenever we're watching the race back, we see what he's doing for moves, and his experience really helps him. And he's definitely it's not just he's got a fast car. He's really good at what he does. But at the same time, the RCR cars are really fast, and obviously having that little bit of an advantage over really all of us is nice, right? But I think he's really good, and I would say it would take a couple of us, 2 or 3 of us, to really take it to him and be able to get him at the end of the race. So we're just trying to get in position, and that's kind of what the whole race is for. Is we're just trying to get in position to be in that spot, and with the green white checkered, we have 2 or 3 of us lined up to where we can go past him. So, and that's what it takes.
Yeah, I would agree with Carson. I think back to Justin's point, I think it's next week and weeks following, I think roles are kind of reversed. So it's just a matter of as bad as we want to win these races and do whatever it takes, the new points format is important to get stage points, finish races. So I think that was a big thing last week. Like I missed a late block on Jesse, and it was a questionable move if I could have gone up, but I know Jesse and I know he's going to be aggressive, so if I make that block, he most likely hooks me. So back to your question, I think with Austin, I think he's a really good speedway racer. To Carson's point, we go to, at least I do, go to watch his in-car, his races, just to see the moves he makes, but at the same time he has a fast car as well, and I think we've been able to bridge that gap. And I think if we can just try to work together a little bit more as a team, if we're all in that situation, I think we'll be able to do that.
I would say I definitely learned a lot, especially like the end of the second stage. I was kind of surprised that I was able to kind of read what the 2 strategy was, but the 21 like really predicted everything that I was trying to do, from when I was trying to build runs to which side I wanted to get to of his car. It was crazy. He just kind of read me like a book, and I was probably telegraphing what I was trying to do, but it was really crazy just how on the ball he was, and definitely learning a lot from watching it from when I would be racing the Friday or Thursday before and watching you guys in previous years. And really it was a good firsthand experience to see just how good he was of just reading everything that I was trying to do. So luckily a lot of us have the tools to learn from that and evolve. So hopefully the work that personally I've done and we've done during the week will allow us to take the fight to him this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I think too, furthermore, when you're up front week in and week out, and you're doing this over and over again, I look at Derek Nealon as spotter, like great Super Studio spotter. I mean, great spotter in general, but great Super Studio spotter. Their whole team, they do a great job on Super Studios, right? So you're learning at a lot higher sample rate than what you would be maybe if you're in the situation of one of us, where don't necessarily always feel like you're up at the front leading the pack, but you have a good car, but maybe you're not up there and you're not leading it. You're going to race differently if you're 5th than you are if you're out front. And they've had an advantage of their cars are great and they're out front. And when they're able to keep that, they take advantage of it. And listen, if we were in the same boat, we'd do the same thing, right? I mean, you're just doing what you can. I do think that, we have a great shot this weekend to take the fight to them. If we do all the right things, I think we got a great shot. I mean, we have bridged the gaps tremendously over the last 2 years. I would say we've made huge gains on our Super Studio program. There was a time where we didn't qualify better than like 30th, right? These guys don't remember that, but I remember. I mean, we were just hoping that you weren't in provisional land qualifying, but we knew we were going to race well, and obviously that's not the case as much anymore. But everybody at Chevrolet, the Hendricken shop, everybody's been really pushing to make sure that we have the tools that we need to go take the fight to them. And Atlanta's different than Daytona, Talladega's different than these two. So we just have to go out there and do our best and keep working on our craft and do a better job, and I think we'll be in great shape.
We're going to go all the way in the back, and then we're going to come up to Chris.
Blake Smith, WVJS's questions for Justin. Justin, new crew chief last week with Andrew Overstreet up top the pit box. How different was that from used to having Jim Pullman in your ear, and what kind of boxes did you all check last week in Daytona?
Yeah, I mean, look, I've been doing this a long time, and Roger was just talking about some of the things that he learned last week, doing it for the first time with Junior Motorsports. Kind of the same, right? I mean, even though I've been here for a long time, you're still learning on the fly. It was cool to see last week, Jim got the pole for the 500, right, with Kyle Busch. That was really special for me, and seeing that. But Andrew jumped in, and really, I'm super impressed with his ability to not only kind of hit the ground running, but to do it in a way that I feel like matches a lot of Jim's energy in a different way, but still matches a lot of Jim's energy and work ethic and being able to put himself forward. If I look at really all of our cars, everybody had a new crew chief driver pairing last week. And, while we've all kind of worked together in the past, we've all had good relationships, it's different. And you got to make sure that relationship starts off good. And I thought we did a really good job of that, and I think, you know, you're going to learn and grow every week. The challenge is now, especially with the chase format, you better hit the ground running pretty quickly, because, you know, these summer months, you're not going to be able to gain as many points as you'd like to think you're gonna be able to. So you're gonna have to do everything you can to get them now, and hope that you're in a good position, you know, once the chase starts.
Thank you, and good luck to all of you this weekend.
Thank you.
If we could get a mic to Chris, please.
Chris Knight, CatchNice.com. This question is for the group. I'm curious to know if you guys are okay with going straight from qualifying to the race. Would you guys like to see practice come back at Echo Park Speedway? And then I have a quick follow-up.
I think for me, I guess all of us except for Carson ran when it was repaved the first time in 23, 22 maybe. I think for me, with the rules how they are now, I don't see a big need for practice right now with the engine rules and the aero and all that stuff. But if that changes with how the racetrack ages as it continues to age and stuff like that, I definitely would see the the need for practice to come back. But personally, I don't know. I guess it's probably qualifying here is kind of simple, and the race maybe for rookies, right? It's a hard track to kind of figure out on the fly. But I think personally, until there's another change, I don't see a need for practice at this current time here.
The driver in me wants practice, right? The realist in me knows that we have 2 backup cars for four teams, and one of those cars is really far away from being put together. So as much as we all want to learn, I don't know what we learn. When I want practice, Chris, is when we go back to downforce package and open motors, and we do the way we used to run around Atlanta. That would be my hope. But I don't think that's ever going to happen again. But, you know, that would be that. I don't know how fast it would be right now, but I feel like it would rival anywhere we go speed-wise if we were able to do that, and I think that'd be a lot of fun. But, you know, we'll see what the future holds. But as Roger said, as the track gets older and ages, and, you know, the surface wears in, the cars definitely are a handful to drive, which is great. I think you need that for separation, right? We need it for passing. We need it to open up different lines, and, you know, we'll see what happens tomorrow afternoon, but I really think that the way we're doing it now is the best case scenario for the teams and the budgets and the way we have to show up at the racetrack.
Yeah, I would agree with Justin. As much, I think, as I'd like practice, I think it'd be a situation like it probably was at Daytona. Just run through the boxes, check everything you would like, but you're not going to go out and draft because you know you only have those 2 backup cars. And to his point, that's what makes it tough. Is if everyone had a backup car and it was, you know, good, I think everybody would love practice, but I think it'd be tough to risk doing that.
Yeah, I mean, pretty similar to Justin. If I could practice for 4 hours, why not? Let's do it, right? I'd love to go practice, but to his point, the budget side of it and the sets of tires and all that stuff, and the backup cars, it'd be a big jump financially to be able to do that. And honestly, I feel like Atlanta, how it is now, it's aging, but it's not aged yet. And I mean, we're still going to qualify wide open, pretty much no problem, and the handling's not really an issue, and we're focusing on trying to trim drag out of the cars with also keeping the downforce. So maybe in this place, if it ever gets to where we're lifting out of the gas and it's more 1.5 miles like, maybe. But I see right now, I don't really see a need for it, honestly.
And then if the race, how much does the race dynamic change tomorrow if it's a race to halfway?
I mean, it definitely changes it. It makes you kind of have to be more aggressive early on, right? And I feel like the points change how it is for us. I thought it was going to show up a lot more at Daytona in the first little bit of the race. I thought we were going to be a little less aggressive, but it seemed like lap 3 or 4 we were already 3 wide. So
lap 1, turn 1, I saw 3 guys ping pong balling off each other, so it didn't make a difference.
I thought it was going to make more of a difference, and it didn't. So I don't really know. I mean, the weather, it's not really something we've had to fight, or at least the whole last season I never had to fight it or anything like that. Maybe we thought of it here and there, but it'll definitely add to the aggression level. I just don't know what the aggression level is going to be like with the new points and all that. I feel just more varieties or variables, I guess you can say, that are going to be added into it, and we won't really know those until we take the green flag. So obviously hoping that weather stays away, but we might be racing pretty hard there till halfway.
I mean, personally, I think you still have to have a big picture and mindset with, you know, like I remember watching the chase as a kid and seeing how important it was to not compound the days, whether you someone will make a mistake early in the race, and then really put themselves in a bad spot trying to recover from it. So I definitely agree with Carson that the intensity will probably be a little bit higher, but in my mind, you still have to have a big picture mindset given, I mean, you can't leave with an A, you can't leave with single digit points or in the low teens, because that's going to hurt you for the length of the season. So that's kind of my mentality the whole year, right? Like, you're still racing for the win, and you don't change in that aspect, but you're not throwing Hail Marys anymore. At least I'm not, right? You gotta finish the races and be there for what's later on in the year.
My old man budget's coming back again, but not my budget, but the fans' budget, right? So, you know, obviously these fans come here and they spend a lot of money to come to these races and watch, and whether it be the Truck Series or Rally Series or the Cup Series, I want them to get every lap, right? I want them to watch every lap on the racetrack that they are able to be here. So selfishly for them, I want to see our race not have any rain and go the full distance, because whether we're racing to halfway or we're racing full race, it's going to be great. But, you know, I want our fans to feel like when they walk out the doors or walk out the gates that they got their money's worth. And, you know, I can argue last week in all 3 series they got their money's worth, right, when the races were over. Is that the same this year or this week? I don't know. But, you know, that would be my goal. And look, if we're going to halfway, it still could be an epic finish. But I'd much rather be the checkered flag, not a stage finish or a halfway number. You know, I'd rather it be legit, you know, coming to the checkered.
Yeah, I would agree with all those guys. I think if it is a halfway race, you know, the aggression ramps up with 2 tires, 4 tires, no tires. I think obviously it's going to be a hotter first race than we've seen in a while. So I think, you know, there'll be more handling involved, and I think definitely if it's a halfway race or the rain is coming, I think the intensity and chaos will definitely come out more. But I think to Raj's point, as much as everyone, you know, wants to think of the chase format, I think it'll take a couple races for a lot of guys to kind of think that way.
Go ahead, Tim.
Tim Moore, Motorsports Day. I have 2 quick ones for you, Justin. Obviously, you know what it's like, the points race with your experience, but just how good does it feel to be talking about points again? And do you have a target points number that maybe you want to get to at the end of the regular season?
No target points number. I think top 3 is the goal, right? You want to finish kind of the regular season top 3. I think that helps tremendously with the reset, you know, how it goes. But, you know, I think there's a lot of ebbs and flows in our series versus maybe on the Cup Series side. Like, it's a little bit different. I'm excited to get back to points. I mean, even if I look at last year, right, we took 3 cars to the Final Four, and really it could have been any of the 4 of us in the Final Four. I mean, at the end of you know, in Martinsville, it came down to who won the race and how we were going to all get in, right? So I mean, it was tight. But that being said, you know, we took 3 to the 4 and 3 out of the 4, and we still didn't win a championship. I think in this format scenario, it benefits our group significantly more, right? You're able to put your best piece on the racetrack every week, but use the resources that we use on a weekly basis. You know, you're not pooling all of those resources and kind of putting them into one event. You know, I don't know that us or any of our group would have done anything different last year, nor would I think Jesse would have done anything different. But you know, I think that when you're racing over 9 races versus 1, you're going to do things differently. You're gonna race differently. You know, that one bad pit road, whether it's driver error, you know, slide through the box, or you have a stuck lug nut, whatever it is, doesn't affect your day nearly as much. One second place finish or 5th place finish doesn't ruin your day. You know, you're able to kind of spread this out over a few races, and I think that that's going to be a lot of fun for all of us. So I'm excited to see it. Look, I think maybe I'm in the wrong mindset, but I still think it's going to come down to the last couple laps of the last race of the year for all 3 series, like it has. If you look at the points, the way they would have played out for the series the last couple years, I think the Truck Series was the only one that would have been kind of a moot point. So I think we have to still do our jobs every week and just know that you're never out of it.
And then just looking back at last weekend, I mean, obviously I know you're getting pushed through down the backstretch, but is there anything maybe you felt that you could have done different on that last lap to maybe change the outcome?
I mean, I wish that the 44 and I could have gotten connected a little bit differently. You know, when the 32 hit me coming off of 2, you know, it was still too early to kind of pull out, and I don't know that the 44 was at an angle to be able to pull out to where I could have helped him. But I would have loved to have at least seen us try to push the 44 past, and then, you know, whatever happens on the front straightaway happens on the front straightaway, right? But, you know, Brendan's been around this sport for a long time and put a lot of effort and time into it, and, you know, that team. So the goal was to try to push them out and get them ahead of the 21, and you kind of hope the 32, whoever goes with you, and set you up for a different outcome. But it's just not the nature of how it worked out. So I can look back at every lap that I've ever run and wish I would have done things differently. But at the end of the day, you do what you think is right in that moment, and it worked out that way.
Any last questions? All right, guys. Thanks for spending so much time with us, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks, guys.
We're going to keep rolling here in the Media Center. We've now been joined by Richard Childress Racing teammates, Jesse Love and Austin Hill. First off, congrats, Austin, on your win last week. Pretty dominant performance. We're going to go ahead and open it up to questions. We'll start in the front with Mike.
Mike Hembry, NASCAR.com. Austin, you underlined last week the fact that you're pretty good in this series. The junior motorsports guys were just in here, took them like 30 minutes, and they couldn't explain how they could beat you. Does your continuing success make you want to push more toward moving full-time into Cup? Is that out there pretty soon for you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think the end goal has always been to run Cup and at least give it a shot for 2 or 3 years, but I'm having a lot of fun where I'm at RCR, and having a lot of fun in this series. If the right opportunity presents itself to go Cup racing, I would definitely entertain that. But as of right now, I'm fully committed to this series. I'm having a lot of fun in it. These cars are by far way more fun to drive than the Cup car is, in my opinion. The Cup car is a lot of fun on the road courses, but on the oval style stuff, it's just the O'Reilly series is just where it's at for me. So in saying all that, though, yeah, I mean, right opportunity presents itself. I'd love to go Cup, give it 2 or 3 years and see if I can make it in the Cup level or not. If not, kind of be an all-guyer of the series. I have a lot of fun doing what I'm doing right now.
We're going to go to Holly and then Jordan and Steven.
This is actually for both of you. Holly Kane with the NASCAR Wire Service. Obviously, the two of you have really kind of led the way with the restrictor plate races. Is there much of a rivalry between the two of you at this track or at those kind of tracks? Because it typically comes down to the two of you to decide one of you will win the pole, the other will win the race, or maybe both. But just talk about what it's like for the two of you competing at these kind of places.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, yeah, Austin's won a lot of races. How many races have you won now?
Like total or on the
Total.
speedway?
Well, speedway stuff, I guess.
15, but 11 speedways.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, a pretty outrageous amount of wins in general, right? But yeah, obviously, sometimes I, get worked up over the fact that I want to have 11 wins, right, or 15 wins at that. So yeah, there's that motivation, the fact that I know I can do it. Obviously, I have the equipment to do it. So I guess there is that motivation because Austin hangs a lot of banners around RCR, around the building. So I have that motivation for me, and I guess that rivalry. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't see him much different than I do anybody else. I look at him the way when we go to Phoenix, I look at Justin Allgaier, right? Like when we go to these style of racetracks and some other ones as well, but especially with these ones, yeah, I definitely, look at him. He's the toughest guy to beat. And, I definitely learn a lot from him. And then, yeah, at the end of the races, you're always, you're sometimes racing some other people in the field, but 9 times out of 10, unless he's behind the wall, you're racing for the win.
Yeah, I mean, to piggyback off of that, I would say that
you don't want me to have you don't want me to have the 11 wins.
No, definitely not. But I would say that when we're out here at these speedways, especially we're here at Atlanta, the number one car that I don't want behind me at the end of the race is the 2 car, because I know that he has just as good of equipment as I have, and he knows what he's doing on these super speedways, and he should have already won here in Atlanta his first time here. It just didn't work out with the whole fuel saving stuff that went on at the end. So if him talking about me being his biggest threat, he's my biggest threat. I feel like on the racetrack as well. So yeah, there's always that little fun rivalry that you have inside of the shop, but I think it kind of elevates both of us to the next level and pushes us to be better on the racetrack. So we work well together when we have to, but then when it's like gloves are off and we're going for the win, we're going to try everything we can not to lose the race for both of us, but obviously he wants to win and I want to win for our team. So it's a fun little rivalry that we have when we come to these places.
Welcome up then as we get ready for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, their second race of the 2026 calendar. We're going to have the invocation and all the sweet stuff coming up shortly here on JB Motorsports. If you've joined us live on Twitch and on YouTube, welcome to what is on the back of a double header after we had to run 10 laps short on the Crufferman's Truck Series that went on just before. Now, though, we're going to go on time for O'Reilly and get ready for the green flag procedure to get underway at about 20 past the hour. That's in 19 more minutes. We'll take a look at the starting grid alongside all of the action here. Hopefully it'll pop into position. There we go.
They have delayed it. We've got 5 minutes.
And we've got a delay until the start procedure. 5-minute delay to come in. So whilst we do that, we'll come up to the commentary box and we'll say hello to Josh Turner, JT, alongside me up here in the booth. JT, a small delay to proceedings, but that is to be expected. But welcome to the Bennett Transportation Logistics 250 and the second round of the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. This is going to be quite a fun one. And by the way, welcome back to having your TV pictures. And I hope it's all going back. You've got your computer back, so welcome again, my chap.
Hello, I've no idea what you just said because I had the officials screaming in my ear about how it's 5 minutes to the invocation, not 0 minutes to the invocation. So a little delay in the we get given a piece of paper with every single time, every single schedule of pre-race. That showed us invocation 10:01.
Yeah.
So because of everything that has happened today, they've put invocation 10:06 local time. That is to us 5:06 over there. But JB's behind the scenes clock has been updated to show that. So JB's got the right time. So we are all good. We are 3 minutes and 20 seconds until the invocation. And then, of course, adding on TV delay. So around 4 minutes. But yeah, I heard I've got my computer back. Yes, it's beautiful having everything around. Having my stream decks, even though I've not really used them, I am. And that is good to see that my clock is up to sync. They've just said 3 minutes to invocation, and my ear has just also said 3 minutes to invocation. So
excellent.
Clocks are up to sync, JB. We like to see that.
It's better than good to go forward. About 3 minutes to fill as well coming into it. Just taking a look then at some of the races around here. This is our 40th race coming in as well for the Echo Park Speedway in the O'Reilly Series. This is our 40th race here in total coming in. Sam Mayer has pole position coming in. But in terms of wins, Kevin Harvick, 17 here. Austin Hill had coming in with 8. But in terms of here, it's Austin Hill with the 8 who's got it, the amount of wins coming forward because Harvick's retired and moved up into the Fox booth as well. And today, looking where Austin Hill starts this race, it's quite an interesting one because he's down in 20th position. So he's got a fight back on his hands, but JT, I'm sure you've seen the memes going out there as well with the headbutts out there as well if anyone tries to get near him here in Atlanta. An 8-win streak.
This is the joys of having you on a speaker system and having an earpiece in with the officials. I cannot hear a word you are saying. So this is going to go very, very well.
Yeah, this goes well.
2 minutes away until pre-race.
Yep, 2 minutes until the pre-race ceremony.
I
This is going splendidly.
I will take it out so you can say what you want to say to me, and then I'll put it back in.
What I was saying
Hello.
is Austin Hill has won here 8 times. He's the most active driver to have won here, but he starts his race 20th. But you've seen the memes of everybody going around, you know, with bloody noses because anyone tries to get near him, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah. Austin Hill, 42% win chance here at Atlanta. There's only one person better than him at 50% win to race starts, and that is Dale Earnhardt. Austin Hill second to Dale Earnhardt. I bet you did not have that on your bingo card today. We are now within a minute to pre-race ceremonies. I've had the minute call in my earpiece, but I've had to add 20 seconds on for the TV delay, so we are nearing pre-race, thankfully.
It's going to be 163 laps. It'll go stage 1 and stage 2 at 45 laps. And then we'll have quite a lot of run in stage 3 from like 90 to 163. Okay, we're standing by for pre-race to gear up and get going from the CW. And we'll be bringing you all the action here live on JB Motorsports. Let's get ready and head downstairs as we get the invocation first up, followed then by the national anthem as we get ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise as you are able. Remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the United States Army Reserve 335th Command Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome Chaplain of Bennett Transportation and Logistics, John Dewberry.
Let's pray. Father, we thank you so much for honoring our prayer, asking that you hold back the weather so that we be able to do this great event of racing. And Father, we thank you so much for a company that loves you first, and they place you first in everything that they do. And we're so grateful for that. And so, Father, we pray that you give us a safe race, allow these gentlemen to be able to go back home to their families safely as well. And thank you so much for this great venue that's called Echo Park Speedway. In Jesus' name, amen.
Chandler Marie.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's hear it for
Golden Corral supports our veterans through Military Appreciation Nights members. And as a founding partner of Camp Corral, Golden Corral helps send children of wounded, ill, or fallen military members to summer camp each year. Well, high speeds and runs await. Don't go anywhere. We'll get the engines fired coming up before we roll off at Echo Park Speedway. We'll be right back.
Buckle up for the second O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race of the season as we head to Echo Park Speedway. This exciting track, previously known as Atlanta Motor Speedway, opened back in 1960 and has been a fan favorite ever since. In 2022, the track underwent a major reconfiguration. It now features 28-degree banking, a narrowed racing surface, and fresh pavement. Updates designed to make it race more like a super speedway, similar to Daytona and Talladega. That means today you can expect close pack racing at high speeds, exciting restarts, and plenty of lead changes. Strategy will be key today. How the car handles, teaming up with the right drafting partners, and hitting your moves at the right time can make all the difference. And one mistake, the whole field can get mixed up in seconds. You'll see cars racing 3 wide and sometimes 4 wide as drivers battle for every inch of the track. The steep banking means high speeds, but there's very little room for mistakes. Road playing a major role. Fast stops or well-timed pit cycles can be the difference between contending for the win or getting stuck mid-pack. When it comes down to the final laps, anyone in the pack has a shot. Atlanta is known for last lap passes and photo finishes that keep fans on the edge of their seats. So buckle up, because the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series is going green at Echo Park Speedway.
So we're gearing up then for the start here, and hopefully getting our name back in operation for the events. It is such a long name coming in here for the Benetton Logistics 250. We're gearing it up now on your monitors, and hopefully having a bit of a zoom in as well. It's not the quickest name of the season. 3 minutes then until the command gets given. JT, just bringing it up to you as well. Who are you looking forward to for round 2 of the year as well? Daytona a week ago was a classic. A lot of close action.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be silly to say it would be silly not to say Austin Hill, wouldn't it? But a lot of drivers in this field getting ready. Of course, we had Gio Ruggiero, who was in the truck race. Double duty today. He starts 7th in the 19 car. Quick turnaround.
Very quick, and quicker than we only had 40. Actually, how long did we have before everything? So he must have just literally got out of one car, got into the other, not even chance for change leathers. That's how quick it's been out here today.
He would have had to change levers because of sponsors, probably.
My God, he would have been out there insanely fast. So all getting set then for this one and building up a good... By the way, just 2 previous winners on this event from the regular O'Reilly series, and that's Sheldon Creed, who's won here. Sorry, he's well, that's a pole position he's had here once as well. In terms of
this place at Atlanta is like taking Daytona and condensing it into a bowl. Here's Ty Gibbs looking low for the top spot.
What a
He's
move
got
that's
him.
made there. I think he's going to clear him, but it's not over yet.
To the checkered flag. He's a winner in overtime at Atlanta. Let's go! Feels like you're going 1,000 miles per hour around this racetrack. Sideways, can they hang on? Austin Hill wins here in Atlanta as they crash. Austin Hill gonna do it again.
That guy just figures out how to win on a super speedway in every unique possible way.
Yes. Austin Hill, back to back to back. He does it again at Atlanta.
We had to work for that one. Badass as usual.
After a day of heavy rain, it is a clear and beautiful night here at Echo Park Speedway, where the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race is about to get underway. And leading the field to green is Sam Mayer. This team was fast in both races at Atlanta last season, and with the manufacturer change to Chevy, they think they'll be even faster this year. In fact, even before qualifying yesterday, Sam told me they feel like they can finally give RCR a run for their money at drafting tracks. Sam was able to give and take pushes really well last season here. He said one of the most important things tonight will be understanding the slight differences in how his Chevy maneuvers Atlanta's fast-paced draft, specifically, Dylan, how the front bumper pushes.
And Kim, the other Haas car in the field is Sheldon Creed, and like his teammate, think that they are one to watch tonight. They didn't get a full race at Daytona to shake off all of the drafting cobwebs, but they come back to a place where there is a lot of optimism. This is one of the best races of the year this past summer for Sheldon. Started on the pole, led almost 40 laps, and he told me last week he knows usually the safest spot in these races is inside the top 5. That's where he starts, and the plan is to try to stay there all race long. Nothing left to do but race him now. Let's get the engines fired and go racing here in Atlanta.
Echo Park Speedway here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome from the Bennett family of companies, Motorsports Coordinator Cindy Shepard, who is accompanied by Vice President and Owner Lynette Mathis, along with the Director of Motorsports, Noah Folks.
On behalf
of Bennett Transportation and Logistics, I just want to say God bless our military and first responders, and God bless America! Now, drummers, start your engine!
We apologise to the deaf community.
I don't think you
we
can
are
beat
now
that.
all members after that one. That was quite a call. We're getting set then for the green flag. 163 laps around O'Reilly's coming up shortly. JT taking a look around this circuit then. It is quite an interesting one to go into. Just going through some of them. Greg Biffle here. I think it's important to note he has got the qualifying record, 193.2 mile an hour in what was then the Busch Series. We're going to see that a lot this year, and still unbelievable that we lost him over the winter break. So as we get ready to go in for race number 40 here at Echo Park Speedway, we'll keep the Biff in our minds and race in his honour as well as we continue for round 2 of the season. This is the Bennett Transportation and Logistics 250 at Echo Park Speedway. You can see the warm-up is ready to go. The flags will be given and we will be prepared to drop the green flag, and then we will go into the race procedure. It's going to be quite an interesting one today as for the O'Reilly's second race of the season. Welcome to everybody who's joining us here on JB Motorsports YouTube and Twitch, and hello to everyone listening as well, coming into us on the USM network as well. Pleasure to have you joining us as a new network once again gets brought in. And we've got a couple to the rear, JT, if you're going to be able to get hold of those and give us an access shortly. And tell that on air. Whilst I just take a look at this.
Okay, so to the rear for this NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race at Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta Motor Speedway, for unapproved adjustments, Allgaier, Jeb Burton, Chastain and Clements are your cars to the rear. Arms have gone up from the officials down on pit road, which means we are about to get underway. And on our rolling pace laps for the race coming up, the Bennett Transportation and Logistics 250. It's a long name, but it's not the longest name that we'll see this year, I can tell you that for a fact. In the NASCAR world, definitely, but the F1 world, and I cannot be bothered to say it because I don't have it up, but it is the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, as we all know.
God, that's no longer on the calendar
Cars are
anymore. So
rolling.
cars are rolling. Yep, missed the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix coming through. That's always the way it goes. Just hope. So, as we get ready, we are set for the next run around. New system we've got here tonight that I get to be privy of is JT's timer graphics that I've got up on my screen, because our usual laps and rundown isn't working, which is kind of our Bible during these events. So if we can actually take a look, and JT, if you want to explain this while we're waiting, we've got the Video Ninja link open, so let me know when it's on there, and I'll happily flash it up. As meantime, we're going to get ready to get going soon. Let's go and say hello to Adam Alexander and the CW team as we get ready to go green.
It's a nice evening in Hampton, Georgia. We're at Echo Park Speedway, 45 minutes from downtown Atlanta. CW Sports welcomes you in to race 2 in 2026 for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
Rolling off, ready to go. Here we are in the broadcast booth, everybody. Parker Kligerman, Jamie McMurray. I'm Adam Alexander. So we open up the campaign with 2 straight races in the draft. Last Saturday at Daytona, tonight here in Atlanta. These 2 tracks, though, have a whole lot of differences, Jamie.
Same but different, right? Same type of racing, but so much faster here at Atlanta. Not necessarily speed, but lap time. If you look at that, almost 17 seconds quicker this weekend at Echo Park versus what we had last week in Daytona. A mile less in length. Everything happens here quite a bit faster.
Feels like you're going 1,000.
1,000 miles an hour, yes.
I had to get that in.
And it feels like every time you race in the draft, you're going to be talking about Austin Hill. He's won more than anybody in this configuration, but he's got some challenges in front of him for this race.
He does. He's starting back in 20th, and, you know, they call this Echo Park Speedway. I think it should be Austin's Park. He absolutely dominates this place. He's a Georgia boy. It's a home track. And when he gets to the front, watch out for the rest of the field. You have a very hard time.
Qualified in the...
Take a look at our pit road speeds. Reminder, everything for yellow flag conditions will be second gear. The only time we'll worry about that 4th gear is if we have to do a green flag pit stop. So,
good information listening in there. Let's dial them up starting 20th today.
Hey, Austin, it's Jamie Mack and the boys up in the CW booth. You got me?
yeah, I got you.
All right, well, the anticipation over the last 24 hours for Adam, Parker, and I has been an all-time high to see what this 21 car has today. He didn't qualify well. How do you think you're going to be?
Yeah, I mean, that definitely caught us a little bit off guard. You know, I would say handling, I'm hoping is going to be a little bit of an issue today. That's kind of what we err toward. And, you know, we wasn't expecting to be 20th, but here we are. So I'm hoping that my spotter, Derek Nealon, and I can put on a show for the fans, drive up through the field, and have some fun while we're doing it.
Well, you're the best at this type of racing. You've been a lot of fun to watch over the past 2 or 3 years. Good luck tonight. Look forward to seeing you get up front.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
He referenced his spotter, Derek Nealon, who always gets a nice assist when that car pulls into victory lane in the draft. Qualifying happened here yesterday. Sam Mayer starts on the pole, 5th of his career. Let's look at the lineup.
Yeah, what about Sammy Smith and the number 8, who's going to start 8th today? Coming off a 5th place finish at Daytona, he's had top 10s in 4 of his last 5 Atlanta races.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch some of these JRM cars, like Sammy's teammate Justin Allgaier, who qualified on row 6. He was runner-up 1 week ago and finished 2nd here in Atlanta last February. Both to Austin Hill, of course.
Absolutely. What about Nick Sanchez, the winner the last time we raced in Georgia? Has the best average finish of all drivers at Atlanta last season. He's going to roll off 28th.
And we saw him get up front at Daytona. And a past drafting track winner, and Jeremy Clements, will come from 32nd today. He's run top 10 twice in the last 4 races at Atlanta, including a 6th in the spring of 2024. And he's got that HFT Alliance now. Keep an eye on him.
Hey, watching the graphic there, you saw some big names dropping to the rear. Among them, Justin Allgaier, who qualified 11th yesterday. Will be entertaining to watch him and others come from the back of the pack. Before we go green, we visit one more time with our pit reporters. We start things off with Kim Kuhn. What's happening, Kim?
Well, Adam, tonight, Hendrick Motorsports driver Corey Damix's first start at Atlanta in any series. And despite his lack of experience here, crew chief Adam Wall is confident in what his driver can do behind the wheel. And that stems from how impressed he was with Corey last weekend at Daytona. Despite a DNF after a late race accident, the young driver was a quick study, mixing it up near the front of the field for some of last weekend's race. And while everything does happen faster at this track, that knowledge, Adam told me, will guide Corey tremendously here tonight. Dylan.
And Kim, Justin Allgaier in the 7th team didn't miss a beat last week with new to them crew chief Andrew Overstreet taking over the team for this season. They finished 2nd a week ago and come here expecting more of the same, if not one spot better. Now, as Adam mentioned, an issue in tech after qualifying will force them to the rear of the field, but Overstreet has good notes to bring to this exact situation. He and Carson Quapple, who we worked with last year, finished 2nd last summer after starting at the back of the field. They've also got some grip built into this race car today. That should help them move forward by the end of the race.
Allgaier, a driver that has won.
Yep, Allgaier's coming into it. He's won here before as well. Well, he's led lead lap finishes. He's led 20 of them as well coming through, but he hasn't won all that time coming through.
Something you never had. You got to do stuff you've never done. So I'm proud of you. We've been consistent this last race, so let's keep it going. Sir, thank you, Richie.
Just bringing it up as we're getting ready for the start to come in here as well. Just to keep an eye on the monitor here as well. The restart zone is going to be just here on the circuit with the green flag being marked in here. Pit road entry commitment starts back here and exits up here as well. So that's how you're going to keep an eye on all of the monitors as we are getting set for the green flag to be given here for the O'Reilly Series. Ready to go. Round 2 of the season. And fingers crossed it's going to be good. So, the pace car come through. JT, who's going to win this race? Give me a pick a winner.
You have put me on the spot there as we're coming to turn 3 on the 1 to go. I am going to be that guy. I'm going to go with the predictable one, Austin Hill.
You've got Austin Hill. I'm going to go for today's race winner. It's going to be Austin Hill. You can't go against him. He's won here 8 times. So here we go then. Stand by, folks, for an exciting one. Austin Hill starts 20th on the grid. He's won here 8 times before. We just saw Corey Heim stall through in the previous race of the trucks. Pace car comes off. It's the Bennett 250. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, second round of the 2026 regular season. Stand by for action. O'Reilly goes green at Atlanta. Down towards turn number 1. Tries to find the inside line. Watch out for Catfill. But Sam Mayer's getting a push from Sheldon Creed coming up high. In towards the first 2 corners. Done nicely. Down the back stretch. And a little bit 3 wide trying to go further back. Patrick Starpoli is trying to go up there from 12th position. Still 2 wide. Couple moving up the line. And look at Sheldon Creed as already 3 wide coming into turn 3. Further back as well. Dramatic start there as they come through. But up high, Sam Mayer will lead the opening lap from Carson Catfill over the tribal section. JT, a smooth start there as the sun begins to set here at Atlanta.
Yeah, absolutely. Round the outside is Mayer, just on the inside trying to defend. There is Austin Hill, the 21 car, just trying to get past Sieg at the current moment. As we go down the back straight, that car that was on the inside of Quaffle has dropped all the way back into 4th, maybe even 5th. Never mind, gets to drive through the corner and is now side by side with the 54 of Gray.
So, good restart as we already come through. We're riding now with the 17 on high. We're on board with Austin Hill. He's already moved up into 12th position. He's now made that 11th position as he gets past Corey Day on the low line coming through 1 and 2. So, well, what a surprise. You can't ever count out this place. It always shapes up different winners. Corey Day's trying to fight back. Dylan's going on the, as well coming through, sorry, Hill's coming through on the low line. Austin Hill will be through already, JT. The computer's going to predict him into 12th place, but he was running at high at turn 4 in 10th place. So already they're trying to keep this one together as they fly through. One ball with Hill now.
3/4 front, 2 out the back. Half in front.
Oh, Hill touching the back of the 19 coming out. That's Rugulio's just running the truck series. He's doing the double duty as Ruggiero gets a bit loose coming through. 17's up high. Austin's dropping back. Hill's going to be in about a bit. 17 tries to make it 3 wide coming down the tribal. 20's on the high line. 17's going to touch the 19. There's a car on the wall and it's the big one. And that is a huge one into the wall. Cautions out immediately. The 39 drops back down. He got shoved hard. Blaine Perkins, Kyle Sieg as well. The 2, Harrison Burton dropping down on the monitor. But there is the 39 with a big one. Burton with a blown rear right front blown in as well. The back of Ryan Sieg. And, well, we're going to have to hold on to see what's going to happen next. Sieg running the 28. Ryan Sieg, Kyle Sieg, Harrison Burton, Blaine Perkins. That's all have damage at the moment. The full course yellow coming out. And, well, the Siegs... Ryan Sieg is out already, apparently. My goodness me, that was an instant one. Yeah, there he is, out and done. So, Ryan Sieg is out of the race. Kyle Sieg is right at the back. Well, this is just getting ludicrous, JT. How did that all happen straight away?
He's an idiot. I don't know why he's in that car.
Oh, that was Ryan Sieg. Wow. And did he just do the willpower flipping the double bird coming back through? That's a long caution coming into it, a super duper long caution. Let's take a replay then. So JT, what am I looking for here? This is exit of turn 2. So this is running down the back straightaway. It all got quite close in the midfield. Watch the mid-pack, and they were double file. So watching now, there's the 17 and the 19. Oh, and it's the 17 gets into the 39, and then everyone just smashes in together. So that was a vicious hit for Ryan Sieg. Corey Day really isn't making any friends out there. And well, to be fair, he got squeezed. Do you reckon that's Corey Day's fault? Although he did put the car in the position it wasn't supposed to be in. Oh, well, JT's out of it for a sec. Let's go down to TVP. Let's go down to the CW.
Optimistic move. And honestly, as you look at that, the 39 had a little bit of room to his outside. If you're in Corey Day's position, you think they're going to give that to you.
But remember, Corey's never been here. The way that dog leg works through the travel, it actually condenses you down, so it's just an awkward spot. You don't want to be in that position.
And if you go right of your screen, you're going to see the teammates from Viking sneak through. Anthony Alfredo, Parker Retzloff could have been in it. They're able to dodge and go left and avoid. Early caution here at Echo Park Speedway.
Well, they were not happy on that front either. And now we are under caution. Our first one of the night, the 31, the 39, the 24, and the 28. Kyle Sieg is out. Ryan Sieg is also out of the race as well. So we're going to have to wait to see what's going to happen next. Well, we didn't expect the yellow to come out that quickly, to be perfectly honest with you. Didn't see that happening ASAP. They took that, JT, they took that with quite some awesome velocity and just went for it straight away.
Yeah, absolutely. JB, do you want to know how chaotic it is behind the scenes?
Oh, please.
I've got 2 hands, and at the moment, one hand is on one mouse, each controlling 2 different laptops.
Does Amy know?
Because I'm having to use my right hand on the right mouse to refresh TV pictures, and to get all of the times up, I'm having to use my left hand and the left mouse. Chaotic in the directors producers department. Which, by the way, I don't know. Have you set the screen up yet?
Trying, but it's currently just loading on a spinny wheel for the password. So we're just getting that sorted.
Let me give you another link. Hold on, standby.
Put it in the actual chat, and I'll get hold of it. Oh, you did 13 minutes ago. Oh. That might help me. Give me a minute, folks. As we wait to see. So we're just under the yellow. There's the 39. Such a hard hit to the back. My God.
Ryan Sieg is, that is a destroyed race car.
I don't know how to describe it. It was not nice. He has completely been punched. Was Starpoli involved? Don't think so, JT. He got punched at the bottom, maybe. Wait to see. Well, we would have the official list, but nothing on that has come through as things stand.
Laps and rundowns still broken.
Laps and rundowns is still broken, I think. I'll have a go on tapping the button.
We've had identical times for Parker Retzlaff and Harrison Burton, apparently. Where is Parker Retzlaff?
14th, 31.043. Burton, 31.043. Yeah, both on lap 3 when they crossed the line.
Identical lap times for the bonus point.
It didn't work, by the way, and we have not got that graphic, so we can't show the prod meeting. As we hold on once more in this weird restart. So the 39. Let's go back to CW and take in with Alan and Alexander.
NASCAR on the CW is brought to you by Intuit TurboTax. Now this is taxes. Progressive. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com. And by O'Reilly Auto Parts, professional parts people. Sun going down in Hampton, Georgia. Early caution for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. 6 vehicles involved in this one. NASCAR has taken over Echo Park Speedway, and the fan zone is packed with fun for the whole family. From activations to games and giveaways, it's the perfect way to spend the race weekend. And Echo Park Automotive is adding to the excitement with their Green Flag Sales event, offering exclusive deals you won't find any time of the year. They've got plenty of great vehicles that are ready to purchase and drive home. Race fans know that Echo Park Automotive is where car buying is easier, better, and happier. Great to have the fans out. Race number 2 in the draft here at Atlanta. Next weekend, after a couple of trips in the draft, we'll go to Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas, and do a little road race.
Well, while we do that, JT, if you want to give us a behind the scenes, the production screen is on now. What are we looking at, and what does that do for JB Motorsports' production? Oh, we're waiting. Have you got us? Are you there?
Sorry, I couldn't speak because I was unmuted on both production, and it would have created a horrible echo for you.
That is true. What are we looking at then?
I believe you can see that. And
We
it's
can.
Kicking. Right. The joys of behind the scenes JBM production. This is the local time. This is the time of the UK. This is the time that me and JB are both in.
Yes.
This tells us that we are on air, so we don't say anything stupid because, well, I never forget that I'm on air. JB, on the other hand, forgets that he's on air sometimes and says some stuff.
All the time.
This outer ring counts to seconds, so you've got 40. I can see my cursor, by the way. Is that coming through as well?
I'm not sure. Possibly. Just keep talking anyway.
Okay. Anyway, around the outer rings, you've got 0, 0, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, etc. There's 60 red dots, one for every single second. That
We
illuminates
can see it,
every
by the way,
single
so go on.
second, etc. We started at 10 o'clock. The over-under is currently 10 minutes and 16 seconds. That's because we had the delay of the command and the invocation.
Yes.
Expected end that is what it's scheduled to on the screen that we have. That's what it's scheduled to. We have a lot of clocks running, JB.
We do, because we've got a lot of shows on tonight.
Yes. Aux Timer 1 is the time until World Superbike's warm-up needs to go on air. Aux Timer 2 is the time until World Superbike's Super Pole race needs to go on air. And the Aux Timer 3 is the time until MotoGP testing goes on air. So those are the 3 clocks. And what I was just doing was I was setting the main clock up there. So now
It's
those clocks
inside.
are out. It's 11:25, right?
No, it's 11:38 at the moment.
No, time that World Superbikes goes on air.
Oh yes, 11:25. Yes.
11:25. Awesome. So we can now get rid of Aux Timer 1, which for some reason 5 minutes out of sync. Don't ask me. But yeah.
There we go. 46
There you
minutes.
go.
of
So
time.
now that main clock is what's next. As you can see, next World Superbikes on air in 46 minutes and 22 seconds and counting. So that is what JB hears in my ear. That's what JB hears in his ear, is me going 45 minutes until World Superbike's on air, 40 minutes, 35, 30, etc, etc, etc. We are coming up to pit road closed and 1 to go at the line, so I will stop nerding out about JBM production. But if you want to know how JBM does production of all of the timings, there you go. Come into a members exclusive behind the scenes stream shortly. Now that I have all of my production PCs back, we can actually do them when I produce live streams. That should be fun.
Thank God for that.
So yes, there we go. Production clock madness.
everybody enjoyed that, and we know how. Now you know how we
A
produce
little
it.
peek behind the curtain.
Let's head back to the CW then as we get ready for a restart. Still in stage 1 as things stand. Lap 11 of 163. Coming up to 1 to go. Let's go check in with Adam Alexander as we come to the choose.
Welcome back to Echo Park Speedway, where the O'Reilly Series race at Atlanta is underway. Right now we find ourselves outside the Care Center, where Georgia native Ryan Sieg unfortunately done for the day. Walk me through what happened and the frustration with the 17 of Corey Day.
Yeah, it's lap 3, I think. So we're just riding, just kind of staying in the line, trying to get our line going. And then he's got somewhat of a hole, and he just goes in it. And I guess he forgot where the gas pedal is. But we had a pretty good psyops for just riding right there. And you know what I mean? I mean, what's the point? It's lap 3. So, but you know what I mean? That's his normal race anyways, tearing up cars. So I don't know. He's like that. At Martinsville, he wrecks 15 times in one lap. So, I mean, last week he did that about 4 or 5 times in Daytona. So here we are again on lap 3. Just not smart.
Very frustrated Ryan Sieg down here, guys.
Well, I'm sure the frustration is magnified because this is a place where he's been good. He nearly won here in 2022. It's his home track and brought in a lot of momentum after overcoming adversity, finishing 3rd in the season opener last week, done way too early, is Ryan Sieg. You hate it for him.
Here we go. What are we going to get started? And fingers crossed we're going to have an action zone coming up.
Sometimes the best decision you can make is to not take a run, especially that early in the race in that position off of 4.
We did the choose. Sam Mayer takes the outside lane again, and one more time he'll have his teammate right behind him, Sheldon Creed.
Coming ready for the green flag this time. By then. What are you going to win? Come on, cameras, catch up. Right, let's get ready to rumble once again then here. Attempt number 2 at the Bennett 250 for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series into the Echo Park restart zone. Green flag's out. We go racing once again. Sam Mayer gets a good restart, and he's Taylor Gray by 10 thousandths of a second. Gray's on the inside, low line. Sam Mayer's on the high line, and he's going to have to get pushed out there as well, coming through. Now they've swapped over. Gray takes low, Mayer takes high. Bow on the back straight away. Creed, Catfield, Caruth, Love, Sammy Smith, Ruggiero down in 8th place. He's done both, as you said, JT. Really has managed to do the double, but surely he's going to get tired. Trying to do the double in this is not very easy to do. How many miles? Oh, hang on, what's happened to Sam Mayer? Sam Mayer! Blue smoke coming forward into Sam Mayer, coming over there into the last 2 corners. What was that? Look at that, look at that, the front left's dropping. The front left, I hope that's not an oil leak or something, but there is a lot of smoke coming right now from Sam Mayer on the front left. It is rubbing down the back straightaway, and that's right in front of the field. That blows, we're in a lot of trouble. Let's take a replay. For some reason, we'll go into it live on the bottom. So they come up, JT, into the tri-oval, and Taylor Gray smashes into the side of Sam Mayer, and as soon as he's done that, there's smoke pillowing out from underneath.
On board here, just Carson Quapple.
Completely missed.
So is that going to be oil? Is it going to be a tyre wearing down? The bodywork looks like it sorted itself out now, JT, but that was smoking quite badly.
Yeah, it was. I have no idea if I'm on both mics, so apologies if there is echo. No, there isn't. Awesome. Yes, so lap 15 of 163, 15 of 45. In stage 1, and they're banging again. They are wheel banging again going across the line. Gray and Mayer. My TV pictures are very behind. Bear with JB. I have no idea why.
No worries. Hopefully, if your Discord works, use mine. Remember, we've got that available now to us. As Mayer still in a battle on the inside line comes Taylor Gray, and hopefully they're going to try and get through on the outside. There comes the 8 of Sammy Smith. He's alongside Jesse Love. Here we go again, over the tri-oval. Gray's been told this time, don't smash into Sam, because that is not how you go racing. Unbelievable. Let's go back. Yeah, Mayer and Creed both with Hendrix engines, just like JRM, when Gray and him collide. Yeah, Gray and him collided. That's when they come through. They'll switch open now for the battle computer zone. Jeb Burton's done a 30.883. He's got the fastest. Here we go again down the back straight. Mayer's up high into the tribal section. Gray and him getting very, very close. Looking at that smoke. See, there's still a little bit of smoke coming through as they come into the back. I don't know, JT, if that's going to cause Sam a puncture, but Corey Day's dropped back, and now he's got 3 wide, because here comes Hill. Austin Hill on the inside. We're trying to make it 3 wide. Hill's stuck on the low line, and that's not where he wants to be.
Yeah, absolutely not where he wants to be. We are 3 wide further back in midfield with Day and Jones and Hill. That is sorting itself out as we head across the line one more time.
Oh, and now he's dropped back massively as well, so that's not helped a little bit. Austin Hill's running in 10th position to try and hold it back. So let's just keep a bit calm here, because Sheldon Creed's now up into 2nd position. Radio.
Tower just wants me to relay that it was lap 4. I get it. The hole was there. It closed up. Not blaming you, just coming from the tower.
That's Corey Day.
Yeah, that wasn't intentional at all.
Oh, he sounded...
Corey Day there, JT as well, just taking it. Yep, okay, I accept that. He's dropped back to 17th position. Just trying to see what's happened at the back to Taylor Gray. He's dropped back into 4th place now. So Sam's got a little bit of looser. And now we see the 17 in a battle as well. So Corey Day now side by side with Ross Chastain. And round the outside, Justin Allgaier taking it, both of them, with supreme slipstream coming in as well from the outside of Justin Allgaier. Fabulous. Anthony Alfredo in there too. What a complete good little run around that outside. So we're at with a 45 lap stage 1, JT. This is going quite well.
Yeah, absolutely. It is going well. We are single file all the way back to Quaffle, who has fallen out of the draft and is dropping back. Has no one to help him on the low side. Of course, this drafting track, Echo Park Speedway, not an intermediate, not a super speedway. It's in the middle, hence why it is a drafting track.
All 4 of those drivers, by the way, who were involved in that wreck on the 4th lap have now been out of the race officially. So that's Harrison Burton, Blaine Perkins, Ryan Sieg and Kyle Sieg. They are all out, as you can see on your monitor. So that was not really a surprise that anybody else saw coming, as they're still bumping and shoving as they try and attack through here. This is lap 23, now coming to lap 24, 140 laps to go. We're lapping about a 31.8, the same as what we were with the trucks. Oh, hello. Someone getting a bit low down there as well, so they're still struggling to find the right slipstreams. Let's check in with CW.
The line and let him get up, take a breath, and try to figure out the runs that he wants to build.
Now Nick Sanchez is the one down there. Yep, now he's like, oh no. This is not a good feeling. You look for little separations right there behind Jeb. Before Ross, you might try and move up, and that closed up as well. And you can just see the speed difference if you're not being towed along by that line.
Yeah, but as we watch these guys, did you see how Alfredo must have a tire down? We saw him get super loose.
Early on, yeah. Anthony Alfredo coming down pit road. So, Kim Kuhn.
Yeah, confirmed. Came on the radio, said right rear flat on the 96 of Anthony Alfredo.
Oh, okay. Cheers,
Bad
Kim.
insult to injury. He may have a penalty here for getting on pit road, so we'll have to take a look at that and see what NASCAR thinks.
You know, the good news for him, we know we are going to get a caution in 20 laps into the stage, so he can maybe fight back via the free pass. We'll continue to follow his situation. See his teammate there, the 99 of Parker Retzlaff. Dominating start to this race for Sam Mayer. He's led 22 of 24 laps. And this move was key for Sam to get ahead of the curve and take the top spot. It's Mayer in front of Creed, Carruth, Gray, and Love here at Echo Park Speedway.
Men, get ahead of your curve.
We still have the CW adverts there. Cheers to that. On board now with Jeb Burton. He's running in 12th position. Brandon Jones just ahead of him. I think William Solwich has taken him up the road a little bit as well. Parker Retzlaff up into 8th place as they continue on the attack. This race is being once more crazy, unpredictable, and that's just what we like about the O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series. We've doubled up today. Trucks to O'Reilly's. Yesterday was just the qualifying for them, as it was late from Daytona, so the schedule changes. No practice is necessary here at Atlanta. It's one lap of qualifying and straight into the race as Sheldon Creed has taken the lead. Jesse Love touching the solid yellow line, coming into Speedway 3 and 4. Tyre down, Sam Mayer. Sparks flying, he's got his hands out, wanting to go down low. Sam Mayer has now got sparks flying from the front left. He is dropping back. That contact early on in the day has cost him. We might need a yellow here if he can't get down. He's keeping speed at the moment. There's only sparks flying, but that bodywork damage has cost him now. Well, that surely, I don't know whether it's a penalty or not. NASCAR seeming to be pretty lenient, but that is going to be a nightmare for him. He'll get into the pit lane. Sam Mayer in, Dean Thompson in as well. Anthony Alfredo, 3 laps down, 3 wide over the triangle. As coming in low is Raj Karath as well, who takes the lead of the race. Came in from low, Jesse Love's P2. And now in P3 is Austin Hill with Sheldon Creed trying to go out the outside. Fantastic couple of laps here. It's only stage 1, lap 29 of 163. It's 29 of 45 in stage 1 here. In comes Sam Mayer down pit road. Well, so much for the CW saying no, at least they're going side by side during green flags and not full screen commercials. But I bet the commentators want to get back to this one quite quickly. There's the 88 still side by side now as well. So that's Karath who's dropped back. Here comes Jesse Love, and he's got the 21 behind him, Austin Hill, giving a little bit of the shove. The Hendricks, though, looking brilliant of Raj Karath as well. Can he now get through? Raj has been going faster and faster ever since Daytona. He cuts down now on the inside. He'll lead another lap over Jesse Love over the control line. Still 3 wide for the back. JT, this track so far, there's Sam Mayer coming out pit road. It's a lot more fun action than what we saw in the Truck Series race. It's absolutely brilliant. I can't wait for you to be able to tell us more about it when you get back in a few moments' time. As they're still on the action now.
Well, I can tell you, JB.
Oh, go for it. I didn't know you were back yet. Go for it.
Sam Mayer has got to pit road, but he was also too fast.
Ah, so it'll be a penalty.
So he got to do a pass-through, so Sam Mayer goes from bad to worse.
Oh, cheers, JT, for that information. So Sam Mayer in the 41. He's getting worse and worse and worse as we head back to the CW as the 88 gets a little love tap from the 2 to come through.
Speedway. Certainly the case for Sam Mayer. Great start to the event from the pole, leading the race. Tire issue. He makes an unscheduled pit stop. To add insult to injury, he's speeding, and so with that, he's going to be a couple of laps down, and he's going to have to come from behind here today. And that sets up Jesse Love to take over the race lead. Let's go back and see the 41 falling back. You watched it side by side.
He did a great job here with the left front going down, getting out of the way here. He's pointing everyone by. He does this all the way down the front straight. This is a unique pit road here at Atlanta. You actually enter into turn 3. You have a different speed through the turn 3 portion till you get to the pit road portion. You have to slow down even more. You don't usually do a green flag stop here, but it's so unique that for many years, as we first went here, a lot of us in the sim would do practice runs on the pit road because you almost need a brake marker down the backstretch to understand exactly when you need to start braking and get slowed down to what's 90 miles per hour through that apron portion.
When Anthony Alfredo made his pit stop, he got a commitment line violation. You're just not used to doing it here under green, and because you don't get that practice, you really can't work on it outside of what Parker talked about in the sim. So challenges for all these guys.
Oh, contact as well, coming up high, 3 wide in the triangle as well. Sheldon Creed trying to get in high. In comes the 54, Taylor Gray, and Caruth's getting sent right down low as well. So there's a little bit of contact between them. That's not what they want to have in this race. They need to calm it down out there. Just holding it 3 wide further back, 11 to go in stage 1 here at Atlanta. Look at this. Taylor Gray looking again in 4th position, quite strong. But Jeremy Clements, we're being told to keep an eye on. He has run 21 races at this circuit, and he is looking strong. Most races of anybody in this event. Just trying to work out. Last 5 winners. Nicolas Sanchez won here last time out. That was in the July race, but then it was Austin Hill, 3 on a bounce here, coming into it. That's where you know there's a lot of drama. Still with 10 to go in stage 1. It's a 45 stage 1, 45 stage 2. Oh, and that's the 21 getting out loose. Almost getting into the barrier. Dropped, he's backed off massively as well. Well, that's going to be not great. Just getting loose with a small touch. Austin Hill nearly in JT. As soon as I said it, our commentators cursed him, and he went up and nearly hit the wall.
JB commentating cursing? What's that? Really? That's never happened before, surely.
Thinks he's got a flat, JT, and as I hold my hands in the air, that is my fault. I said it on the commentator's curse there. Jeb Burton with the fastest lap from lap 16, and he's dropped back. Jeremy Clements, most experienced man here in Atlanta, looking very strong. Justin Allgaier takes his 21st start here in the series. Austin Hill is getting a little bit beaten up out there today. It's only stage 1, remember, with 8 to go. There's a lot of action still to come through. So that is the 7 going around the outside. So Justin Allgaier brushes up on the 3rd lane, right up against the safer barrier. And Austin just getting completely whitewashed out of it. Could not do a thing.
Yep, you see all those little moves. That's just chasing it up the track. And then once Justin gets there, that takes all the side force away. He's just hanging on. I think handling is a big part.
So here's the deal. What makes this so hard if you're Austin Hill, the 21 team, is as you come to this stage break and you make your adjustment, do you make an adjustment for this, or do you have a tire going down? Is that why you're loose? And if you guess that wrong, it's going to mess up the whole next stage for you if you get the balance off.
He got 75 points in the race last week. Won both stages, won the race. Basically maxed it out. The only thing he didn't get was that award for winning the Xfinity fastest lap. Not going to get any stage points here. His teammate in line to do it up front. Coming to 5 to go. Love in front of Retzloff. Good battles all over the place.
Well, you mentioned
a lot of good battles out there at the moment with 5 to go. When we get to 3, we'll come up to ComCam for the end of stage 1. Jesse Love in control at the moment, with Parker Retzlaff just behind him. Taylor Gray taking 3rd place as they try and hold off at the front. A little bit of drama further back, so they're going to hold on. There is a high chance of a caution coming through. Remember, stage points count so much more this year with the removal of the playoffs. Every point matters to get you through into the action for the chase at the end of the year. 4 to go. Still a lot of pressure. A lot of worried-looking crew chiefs as well down there in the pit box. They know what they've got coming as we fly again with the green out. Oh, well. All change at Venus coming through. Look at the 32 taking that low line. Still trying to keep on the action zone. Great little runs coming in from Ross Chastain. He's side by side now with Creed. Catfield just behind him over the line. 3 to go as we come up to the ComCam now in stage 1 of the Bennett Transportation and Logistics 250. Look at now, the 88. Catfield going side by side. So on the 99 getting a push. Parker Retzlaff pushing Jesse Love just forward. And then here comes Taylor Gray out there as well. In the Toyota. Chevys dominate so far the top 7. They've only got a Toyota in the mix right in the centre of Taylor Gray. Over the line, 2 to go until we get the green-white checkered. There we see also further back, that's is that Joey Gase? It is. It's a 55 actually, I beg pardon, coming through. That's Chad Fincham, who was a pencil-in replacement coming in for Joe Gase Motorsports. Literally penciled in the last second earlier on as well as they come through. Down low, there's the 25 making moves on the inside. So again, we see Nick Sanchez running through over the line. 1 to go in the first stage here. Is Jesse Love going to have control? Raj Karath is in 2nd position. Parker Retzlaff running in 3rd. As they run around again, over the line they come. 3 wide on the back stretch, make that 4 wide. Jesse Love is blocking low, blocking high lanes. Through we go once more. The sun is setting further back, but stage 1 of the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series Bennett Transportation Logistics 250 goes to Jesse Love with the second place separated by 13 thousandths of a second to Raj Karoth and Parker Redslife, Taylor Gray, Justin Olguy, Sheldon Creed, Carson Campbell, Nick Sanchez, Jeremy Clements and Ross Chastain completes the top 10. So that is a better ending to that stage of the event. Jesse Love wins stage 1 here at Atlanta. JT, what do you make of that one? I've heard a stand by in my ear.
Yeah, good first stage. A little bit chaotic as we get absolutely flashbanged by the camera.
Oh wow, yeah.
But yeah, good stage 1. Chaotic stage 1 with the amount of flat tyres, cut tyres, and all of that. It's been a mess, I will be honest. I've not really focused on what's been happening because I've been doing tons of scheduling for the night behind the scenes. So
You have been deservedly busy, I must say.
Yes.
To close in on that front. So I think JT gets a little bit of a rest there to close into that front.
Hold on. I am on the
JT's
wrong mic.
JT has actually, and I promise you here, I don't like saying the word. Oh, there's me. Hello. We're just setting up for the other series now. Oh, it's not going to work. You can see me setting up there on the stream as well. Apologises for that. I'm setting up the next run coming in, which is going to be the... what's next? What do we book? I've lost so much track. It's the warm-up session coming up next. Yes, there we go. And that is coming in for the World Superbikes. That's going to be on JBMotorsports 2 later on tonight. Coming up soon, actually, so that's why we're getting it ready during the stage break. Good stage 1. A lot of intrigue and I don't want to say action coming back, but I will go and say it. It was good. A lot of engines refinals. Oh, Carson Catfield right now. As he stays on the attack. Right, let's go back to the CW and get the latest word information. Back to Adam Alexander as we get ready for stage number 2. Well, we're still waiting. CW a bit late back here from the ad breaks. I don't know what's going on. They're so far about 10 seconds behind what we needed to see, which is not usual for them, so I apologise for the wait. Olguy at 30 spots as we stand. Yes, he is. It's just an incredible battle that we're having right now. It's still in ads. Thank you very much, Bob. They've gone against our own board that JT's got, and I've got, which we get. It's called, we get their information to us. And that is not paying off the way it should have done. What wonderful view around here. Let's go back and join the CW now.
Test your luck and make your power play by heading to your local lottery retailer to get in the game for tonight's estimated Powerball jackpot of $190 million. Carla Metz with you, joining you from the CW garage. And how about stage 1? Jesse Love coming from the 10th position to start the race to win stage 1. And for now, let's head back out to the track at top of our Arby's pit box. Dylan, what do you have for us?
Yeah, well, it's been a great view to watch this exciting racing action from here, right at the head of pit road here on top of the Arby's pit box. You know, Arby's slogan is "We have the meats." They have a car that's sponsored in this race, Carson Quapple. They've got a pretty good race car with the one car, finished 7th there, so is inside the top 10 for most of the first stage. Now, if you missed it earlier, Sophie Cunningham was with us on the broadcast. Arby's athlete, and am waiting with bated breath. There's these pictures. I knew we were going to have some of these pictures, and those look pretty good, I think. Pretty happy I got to meet Sophie. She was awesome, and great to have her here at the racetrack with us this weekend.
Thanks, Dylan. Well, as we head into the next stage of the race, it is the perfect time to fuel up with our Arby's new $7.99 meat in 3 box. Arby's is giving you a whole lot of food with a classic roast beef or crispy fish sandwich and 3 delicious sides. That's more meal for your money. Scan the QR code to order now in the Arby's app. Arby's, we have the meats.
I can't tell what made Dylan more excited, the picture with Sophie Cunningham or being surrounded by all that meat.
Well, but did he say that picture looks really good and he was in it?
I want to know, does he wear that shirt underneath every week? Is that like a ritual, like a lucky shirt?
That's the first time I've seen him nervous.
That's very funny.
That was good.
Good moment. Jesse Love wins the opening stage, 7th career stage victory, 6th time he's done it in the draft. Swept the stages here a couple of years ago as a rookie. Look at that.
See how close it was.
He wins it, and then right here, Raja.
Oh, got him.
How about Raja's distance? Every lap in this race inside the top 5.
Yeah, I've been fighting for the lead. He's been one of the cars that could actually pass Jesse Love 4 or 5 laps before the end of the stage. 88's been really good.
There was a couple years in iRacing where you would learn in a line like this and you had to make island hop passes. He texted me this week and said, I'm going to be using all that experience we used to race against each other at this racetrack. Sure enough, he was right there. I'm curious, though, how many tires you taking?
I would say
mixed bag.
I would think
totally
for sure. I mean, you're
here.
Austin Hill, no doubt you got to take 4.
Yep.
But for these guys up front, and I think this is where we get the answer on how concerned are you about the handling of your race car.
Well, and I can't wait to see when they get the tires off the 21 if he had a tire going down, or is the balance just that far off?
But he knows how good that car can be, how fast it is. Better to just be patient here and wait to make your move later on. Take care of it. Down on the apron.
Such a long pit road here.
Yeah.
That's why it's such a huge penalty for guys like Mayer or Anthony Alfredo having to pit under green.
Under green, 90 miles an hour on that part of it, but under caution when you come in.
Yeah, just quickly before, Parker Retzlaff has already scored more stage points in 2026 than in the entire 25 season. 13 compared to 12. Kim Kuhn.
Plus 30 for Justin Allgaier as he hits the first pit box here on pit road. Reported he was a little bit free in, tight off. Their plan is to change 4 tires on the 7 car here, and they'll go around to the left side and do that. Top of the screen, Taylor Gray. Tony Hirschman, his spotter, said keep your entries rounded so you don't open up the top. He's a little free as well. 4 tires and a track bar adjustment, Kim.
Rajat Karuth there in the middle said 1.5 to 2 snug on the bottom, but freer when I moved up higher. Said I need to be tighter starting on stickers. You see the 4 fresh Goodyear tires. Jesse Love there on the bottom said I'm happy with the car's handling compared to everyone else. Never tight, sometimes a tick free. Danny Stockman said I want to tighten you up just a little bit.
Race off progression. Love wins it off for Taylor Gray, but there was a bobble there, and we'll go back and have a replay. Crew member involved. Looks like everybody is up and hopefully okay. Look at this. This tire hit the wall, bounced away.
Oh!
Crew member goes and gets it.
Okay, so, well, Jack's joined us now. Taylor Gray, he doesn't just hit race leaders, he also hits his own mechanics. Completely ran over his #1 mechanic on the bumper. He's okay, but he's going to get a pass through, I presume. Jack, welcome to you. Quite a thing to come back to.
Well, so far I've kept track of the race a little bit. All I saw is that Corey Day kind of destroyed the entire field, and that other than that, it's been a somewhat calm race. Apparently, Alfredo's got a pass-through, by the way, for a commitment line violation. I don't know if that's been covered already. Yeah. Looking forward to going in the rest of the race, to be honest. Unfortunate to miss the truck race, but yeah, looking forward to this. Absolutely love this series.
Pleasure to have you here as well as we take a look up 51 or with 112 to go. So Jesse Love is the leader. Jesse Love's the leader. Taylor Gray in second. Justin Allgaier in third. Sheldon Creed fourth. Raj Caruth in fifth. Carson Capwell sixth. Brandon Jones 7th, Parker Retzlaff 8th, Jeb Burton 9th, and Corey Day in 10th position as the field bunches up. We don't need to have a quicker yellow. We are not in the truck series now. We've got that race sorted. This race got off 5 minutes. Well, it's actually 10 minutes delayed, wasn't it, in total? Which shouldn't change too much our systems up here in the booth. So fingers crossed that's going to go nicely. As we're getting set then for the production to get a changeover here in the booth, as JT's working BTS. By the way, Joey Gaze has gone BTW, which is behind the wall. 4 cars already out. It was Harrison Burton, Blaine Perkins, Ryan Sieg and Kyle Sieg. They have been our only caution. And as they run through once again. Yeah, and if anybody was wondering, by the way, JT is moving to a production pit reporter role this season. The only series he'll be really commentating on will be the British Touring Car Championship and the occasional Formula Ones coming into it as he moves into a production role. 1 to go at the line, he's just told me here. And that's why you're seeing new members joining the team as we go. But we'll still hear from our lovable rogue with the purple hair coming through. As, well, look at him on the screen. There you go. Where's the hair? There it is. Look, there it is. Can you see the purple hair? Now he's got his camera back. Actually, you can see it more. You can actually see it more now. Yes, it looks good. Had a lot of help from Nina on that one as well. With
it's gone from the purple. It's no longer the purple ghost, is it, JB?
No, it's very much like you. It looks like somebody's just smushed a lot of blackberries on your head. It looks nice, actually.
19
cool.
equipment over the wall too soon, tail of the field. 39 and 96 too fast on pit road, tail of the field. And also, we believe the 07 was also too fast alongside the 54 tail of the field for safety violation. A lot of penalties, JB. A
lot of penalties coming through, kind of as the sun begins to set here. 1 to go, and the choose coming up. Let's check in again with Adam Alexander.
Is brought to you by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. Progressive Insurance. Get in the savings lane today. Visit progressive.com. And by the Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express card.
Oh,
ready for
and
stage 2,
Ruggiero's been sent back for equipment over the wall too soon. So that's Ruggiero's been sent back for equipment over the wall too soon. Replay with the
Take
team.
one more look at this.
This is
the tire
Taylor
bounces
Gray.
off the wall, and it's almost like maybe it was a blind spot for Taylor, and he can't see around the A post here, but I can't explain why right here he didn't stop. Like, you had to have seen him at that point.
I think Taylor Gray might... Jack, looking at that, after he hit earlier on Sam Mayer, I think Taylor Gray might be just a little bit blind.
He's usually a pretty sensible driver, but so far it's not appeared to be the case today.
Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen here then as we get ready to go to the greens. So, we are set then for stage 2 to begin. 10 laps under yellow flag conditions. That's how insane it is. Coming to green flag. Are you ready? Stage 2. 109 laps to go in total for the Bennett 250. 54 of 163. 9 of 45. 109 to go into the Echo Park restart zone. And the Bennett Transportation and Logistics 250 is under green flag condition. Once again, green flag's out. We go racing. Come on, catch up. That was a bit late there for the CW cameras. Sheldon Creed leads. Jesse Love is on the low line. Correction. Jesse Love's on the high line. Sheldon Creed taking in low. Behind, they've got Justin Allgaier coming in as well. Rahas Kareth as they come down out of 2. On the backstretch, it's 2 by 2 by 2. A little bit of debris being thrown up. The Atlanta lights have now come on. They've taken over from the sunlight as we head into Speedway 3 and 4. Love's got the clear advantage as he comes up and blocks both lanes at the exit of 4. Over the control line we come now to start more action laps. And Jesse Love as well, doing exactly what we saw him do at Daytona, is using the lanes very much as a chop and change. Now, this is an intermediate circuit that races like Daytona and Talladega, as you heard earlier on in the broadcast, so it's going to be a lot faster and a lot more epic than what we were expecting. You can tell that just by watching on the screens as they take the low line a little bit loose further back as well from Catville. But so far, so good as this racing action continues on and hopefully goes well. JT, what did you make of the opening lap as we get through now on here for stage 2?
Yeah, good start for the second stage. Nice and clean. It is Jesse Love out in front, and we have the one of Quaffle and Creed just behind. We did just have some radio there. I believe that was officially the 35 is done for the day. Yes, it is. So the 35 officially done for the day due to engine issues. That is Joey Gase is out of the race. We are still green. We are still running, and it's Jesse Love still out in front, commanding with Quaffle and Creed side by side.
Now, Jack is saving his voice a little bit in this broadcast, ready for the Cup tomorrow, so we won't throw to him a lot. But, Jack, whenever you want to say anything, just interrupt me and go for it, and I'll stop talking.
Well,
go on.
I will say one thing. Hey, Sheldon Creed was leading the race.
That's insane, isn't it? He's been so far very good up there.
Okay, so we're going to guarantee he's going to finish second again. Remember, Sheldon Creed never won in the O'Reilly Auto Parts series.
Oh, Hill!
He has finished runner-up a total of 15 times.
Burton giving a little tap there. Hill was involved on the outside line. Yeah, you're right. Sheldon Creed 15 times the bridesmaid here as they come through. Austin Hill's right in the mix again. He started this race in 20th. He ran up the order quite a lot to try and come into it. But so far, so good as they come through. Who's down the lead? Jesse Love still leading. Creed down low. Catville taking up high. Creed, I think if he can win tonight, that would be the best ever. As now he's getting a little tap there from Carson Catville. Here comes Justin Allgaier. Look on the outside line. Trying to find in some more positions. Trying to find an action. This is incredible racing here in Atlanta. Still on the attack, still on the through. There goes the 99 round the outside. Hill's trying to... Look, well, Hill's been caught napping here. Completely tried to be caught napping. Outside coming through on the radar. Very good stuff as they continue on the run. There, well, Hill's dropping left, right, and centre to come into it. Can't work out what's happening next, but JT, and it's a good start so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did have a safety violation, I believe, for the 54. Oh. And that was to the tail of the field. And that safety violation was the incident that happened with the pit crew member and the tyre. And the ruling in NASCAR discretion is NASCAR may impose a safety violation for any action by a competitor or vehicle that creates an unsafe environment. That is why the 54 got a safety violation, even though the tyre was still controlled.
And there's the content to the run. Yeah, go on, JT, take it.
Of Smith and Jeb Burton having a little bit of a contact, door banging. Jeb Burton got into the side of Smith, and that sent him going sideways and all loose. As we now cut back to the aerial camera, which cannot keep cars in shot. As we are up to the lead, and that is Sheldon Creed round the outside. And Sheldon Creed to the lead. Jesse Love lost the draft on the bottom and has dropped back to second, and now side by side with Raja Karoof for third. So it's Creed up into first with Allgaier second, side by side for third. Love and Karoof side by side for fifth, is... That's Quaffle and Smith. Just behind that is Parker Retzlaff, JB.
Thank you very much as they come onto the backstretch now with 19 of 45 in stage 2. Jack, what have you got, Jack?
I haven't got much currently. Just excited to see Sheldon Creed leading the race.
On the straight we go then as they fly through. Creed. Oh, Creed nearly in the wall coming out of turn 4. The amount of speed in the exit just loops you in massively. 3 wide, the 32 side by side with the 21. So that's going to be Ross Chastain on Nick Sanchez and Austin Hill side by side coming out of turn 2. Hill getting a loose, so was Chastain. Jeb Burton, Hill's very loose. He's got no one to drag or tow with him, so he's going to sink back down once again on the backstretch. 66, 97 to go. Love on the inside line. He's got no one. Creed's going to lead a lap by 14 thousandths of a second to come into it as well. So a lot of change over there. Sheldon Creed leads a Cup Series race here at Atlanta. Sorry, why did I say Cup Series? Leads an O'Reilly Series race here at Atlanta to come into it. Oh, and I can hear it. Oh, well, that's a problem. That's a problem I didn't think of. The fact is that they can hear the warm-up time for 10 minutes on the back. That is a little bit of an interesting conundrum as they turn in once more. Still on the attack. Creed from Allgaier, Love, Carruth, Sammy Smith coming in. Still on the battle, Creed, Allgaier, Love, Carruth, Sammy Smith, Catville, Day, Reslav, Jones, and then Ruggiero running in 10th position. Still very tight, very strong as we get back to CW.
Halfway through stage 2 at Echo Park Speedway, we get our golden moment brought to you by Golden Corral. Going to break, here comes 00. Sheldon Creed driving by Jesse Love for the lead.
This is a beautiful example of how you pass at Atlanta when it becomes a single line. You may think, where do you go? You do exactly what he did. Jesse got a little too far out. Sheldon had a massive run. He uses the shorter distance, the inside the dog leg, as Jesse's going to try and do right here and then go up the racetrack into 1 and 2. If you can just clear them, it's aggressive, but it worked. Absolutely beautiful by Sheldon Creed.
You saw Sheldon turn in a little bit early right there to make sure that Jesse Love couldn't do exactly what you referenced right there by being able to slide up, kind of cut the corner off, slide up in front of him right here.
You look at that low lane Love down there. Behind him, Sammy Smith, really good in the draft. Behind him, Atlanta's own Brandon Jones celebrated his 29th birthday this week. Belated happy birthday to him. He's looking for a little draft love at his home track. And Junior Motorsports, after putting all 4 of their cars in the top 10 at Daytona, all 4 in the top 6 here tonight, middle portion of stage 2.
And led by that number 7, Justin Allgaier, who's pushing Sheldon Creed right there. We know he was the worst qualifier of the JRM cars because they chose to go for downforce in that number 7. And I just watched this. I see cars getting sideways, moving around. He was the first to go to the absolute top lane and make passes. He's got a lot of drivability in that 7 car. I think he might be one of the best in JRM. But something we got to keep in mind.
Jack, say something to me. JT, say something to me on Discord. Let's see if that worked. As they're still on the attack back here.
Scored mic check.
Hey, I did it. It worked. Okay, cool.
Mic check. How do you read?
Reading fine. YouTube chat, please let us know if you can hear them, because that works.
Major Tom, please come in, or whatever.
Ground control to Major Tom. We can hear you both. 3 wide as they come through. Allgaier got lost down. The 88 goes right down low. Jack, that was beautiful. Carruth takes the lead with a superb move.
Roger Carruth, what a move that is from that 88 driver. Doing a mixed full-time season with Junior Motorsports and Jordan Anderson Racing. He's in the Junior Motorsports car today. What a beautiful move that is.
Amazing run so far as they come out. Just shot it down low. He leads by 1/10 of a second. He got such a draft coming out of the trial. Sinks it down low. And it was a beautiful move. As Ruggiero's coming into the pit lane, JT, he's dropped down to 29th as they come through. So there's been more. Oh, hang on, that's it. That's a touch of the wall for the 19. That's why he's coming down low. Out of turn 2, the 19, Ruggiero touches the wall and lost out on some time. Well, that's a disappointment, and that was something that we might have expected to happen, but Jack, just a little touch just now. Catfield's under pressure. Here comes on the inside as well. Caruth under attack. Sheldon Creed's in the mix as well. In the centre line, it's all going on the front with 15 to go in stage 2.
Update just now, by the way. Post-race truck inspection complete, no issues. Kyle Busch officially your winner.
So, Kyle Busch officially the winner then as it comes through. They're desperately trying to have the attack. Well, I don't want to say have their cake and eat it, but that's what they're trying to do out there right now. As they try and take the inside line, holding it together nicely. Caruth, Creed, Allgaier, Corey Day, Catfield, Jones, all trying to take it in as well and hold that position. It's an amazing route so far. Look at this. 3 wide, the 19 touched by the 18 and the 20 Jack coming in the back. Creed's now leading the race again. Sheldon Creed leads. They didn't see that coming. Ha!
They're going to try and work. Junior Motorsports cars are just shoving him out, though. Not possible. Also, as for the wreck earlier, did you get Ryan Sieg's radio message, just quickly?
No, what was it?
Okay, let me... yeah, a lot... Every blank week, he's an idiot. I don't know why he's in that blank car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that would be the case.
To make a driver like Ryan Sieg that mad.
14 to go. They're still in the attack modes. I don't want to say boogity, 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 but they really are, aren't they, at the moment? 3, 3, 3. All down on the backstretch. Trying to hold the time. It's such an amazing little run we're seeing. But I suppose, JT, that's the point. Trying to keep it in for a good attack and a good push. And stage points matter every single time.
Yeah, absolutely as well. JB, who would have thought it is this chaotic doing 2 multi-live streaming at once while trying to commentate and trying to produce? Not me. We move on. This is on board with, I want to say, Austin Hill, who is side by side with Jesse Love. As we look back at the leader, Caruth leading, Allgaier second. Day has moved up into 3rd. Quaffle has moved back down into 4th. Creed all the way down back into 5th place, back with the midfield. That was Austin Hill. We are on board with Creed stays 5th, but Sammy Smith moves up to 6th. Brandon Jones 7th, Austin Hill now up to 8th and continuing to make moves.
Still keeping through. So, still on the attack. This battle is growing. The sun... JT just, I think... Did you say all right on the main broadcast? I think you did. So he did. Sorry about that. I was telling him, I'll tell him how I managed to get the 2 streams on at once using the same laptop and being able to hear Discord at the same time, not being able to hear the World Superbikes. It's quite ingenious, actually. So quite proud of the setup that the team have done today. We are halfway, by the way. We are halfway. It's been a long night. We've not just done this, we've done the trucks as well. 82 with 81 to go. We are halfway in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Bennett's Transportation Logistics 250. I could say we're 125 miles in as they come over. 9 to go. Rahash Harath leads this race. Justin Allgaier is in 2nd position. Corey Day running in 3rd. Carson Catfield is 4th. And Sheldon Creed in 5th position. Rahash Caruth as well coming in at the lead of the race as well. JT said I just butchered it. Why? What did I say? Rahash Caruth. JT's just giving me like a face snap. Look, watch yourself. Look what he's giving me right now. Like what? I can't believe you just did that kind of face. So still in a battle with 8 to go here. Come on, what can you do? Let's take a replay here. This is the 99 on the back of the 27. And oh, and Jeb Burton getting loose. Almost in the wall. Just getting completely loose at the back. What? Oh, it just got a snap on him in exit turn 2. Burton did well to hold that. I wasn't expecting quite a lunge together. So I'm quite surprised and impressed that he was able to hold it. As they fly in once more. 7 to go here until we get to the stage break. Remember, it is a 73 lap stage 3 procedure. And that's when we're going to see quite a lot of these cautions start to come through. Still, attack, attack, attack. The 30's dropped back down there as well. So that's Cody Ware. 2 laps down. He'll take out of it. Won't have too many positions. Carruth leading, but here comes Corey Day. I won't spoil the track race for you, but yeah, we could be in for quite an interesting day. As the 88 runs at the front.
Great pun, JB. I don't even know if you meant that one.
What did I do? What did I do?
You said it's when Day was making a move, you said it's going to be an interesting day.
Oh, well, I didn't mean that one, but yes, I'll take that one.
He certainly had an interesting day.
I will take it every single time. I'll take it every single day. These little things on there. On board with Austin Hill. Slowly making his way up to 7th. He's now side by side with the 8th. As they come through on the action. And they're getting very rude at the back there as well. 76 to go, 4 to go. With 3, we'll come up to the Combox camera and try and have the little run together. Whoa! Carruth is still holding it through. There's so many more backing up. I'm looking at Brandon Jones in this little mixture as well. Creed's got absolutely no one further back. Austin Hill's trying to come into it. We're on board with him now. Hill's closing up for a stage 3 victory. He's looking now for another victory. Trying to find out how many Sheldon Creed's had here in terms of wins across the last 3. He won his... He's won here both races 24. He won here the February race, well, exactly a year ago. He won here, and now he's going to have another run as well. Up to the Combox we come with this battle action resuming for stage 2's conclusion. Carruth still at the front, Olgay in 2nd, Day in 3rd place, and then Capville 4th, Sammy Smith in 5th position, but that's all going to change. 2 to go, over the line. Watch out for that 8 car, watch out for that 21 car. Just waiting, but I think Carruth has got it, but he's 86,000 last time by to Justin Olgay, is pushing him round. Corey Day is running in 17th position now as they come through. On board with Austin Hill. Yeah, I think as well, it's going to be quite a sort of hold back margin. Don't expect a lot to happen. They're not going to mess up this time. Hill goes down low. Creed's in there. The 99's is going to give him a push. Parker Redslav. 1 to go in stage 2 before we get the green-white checkered. Can they take it together nicely? Just got to hold it. Look at the 20 coming down low. He touches the back of Sammy Smith. Brendan Jones going to go through the 8's nearly in the wall. Coming out, and the 20 cuts up quick. That is going to be quite tight together as they go on the attack back. Over we come then, into the last corner. Rajaj Carruth takes the green-white checkered flag and wins stage 2 of the Bennett 250. Carruth does it. His first stage victory. Absolutely epic. So, stage 2 complete. Full course caution is out. Rajaj Carruth wins. And now we move into the final stage. This is going to get good. Let's head down to JT.
Thank you very much from producer to the king of Phil, since JB's TV pictures cannot stay where they need to be. Incredible scene. So, as we just said, Rajaj Carruth wins stage 2 here at Echo Park Speedway for the Bennett Transportation and Logistics 250 for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, the second race of this series being named the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Justin Allgaier 2nd, Carson Quaffle 3rd, Corey Day 4th, Brandon Jones 5th, Sammy Smith 6th, Austin Hill 7th, Parker Retzlaff 8th, Sheldon Creed 9th, Jesse Love rounds out the top 10. Then 11th is Taylor Gray, 12th is Ross Chastain, 13th is Nick Sanchez, 14th is Jeb Burton, 15th Jeremy Clements, and then 16th William Swallage, 17th Austin Green, 18th Patrick Starpoli, 19th Josh Williams, and rounding out the top 20 Brennan Poole, 21st Mason Maggio, 22nd Luke Fenhouse, 23rd Lavar Scott, 24th Ryan Ellis, 25 Nick Lights, 26th Garrett Smithley, Josh Balicki's 27th with Chad Fincham 28th, 29th is Dean Thompson, 30th is Cody Ware in the 30 car, Giovanni Ruggiero is 31st, Sam Mayer is 32nd, Anthony Alfredo is 33rd, and out of the race, the 35 of Joey Gason 34th, the 24 of Harrison Burton in 35th, Blaine Perkins in the 31 car 36th, and then the two Siegs, Ryan Sieg in 37th, the 39 car, and Kyle Sieg in 38th, and last, the 28 car. All out of the race. JB,
hi.
How the hell have you done that?
I don't know, because I even stopped.
I stopped reading the last driver's name as you sat down and put your headset on. Back to you.
Thank you very much, JT. Well done. As they come through. That was very well done. Right, do you want to know how I've done this? So, do you want to know, boys, how I've managed to do 2 broadcasts on 1 laptops and separate the audios? JT might want to go on mute for this bit and listen in. You ready? He said go on. So, I have set Discord up to be output on the headphone jack, which is connected to the bus mixer, and I have set the MacBook normally to go out via the MacBook speakers. And that has worked. And it's only worked because Discord recently allowed you to separate them, separate the audio outputs differential to what they are to the MacBook. So Discord's coming out through the headphones, and the I'll put the microphone on now. Listen. Let's see if you can listen up. There you go. That's the Superbikes.
Who's going to tell JB viewers
That's
that you have been able to separate the Discord
not
output
on Mac,
and the MacBook output?
But not on OBS. OBS and the MacBook, you couldn't do audio capture.
Have they fixed the application audio?
Yes, they have. So usually, you could only do desktop audio, which would capture it all. But now they've managed to do application, which means I can set it to the World Superbike app rather than everything. So finally,
so there's 2 streams going off the Mac right now.
Yes, which is insane.
With 2 applications of OBS.
No, because my main PC is doing the NASCAR. But what's going off?
So it's not the same computer device.
No, not doing the stream.
But it's the same sound system.
Same sound system doing 2 different things at once. Yeah. Okay. And guess how much CPU I'm using?
A lot.
7.6%. MacBook Pro is unbelievable.
Not bad.
He said not bad, yeah. Let's go down to CW.
3-box, Arby's is giving you a whole lot of food with a classic roast beef or crispy fish sandwich and 3 delicious sides. That's more meal for your money. Scan the QR code to order now in the Arby's app. Arby's, we have the meats.
Arby's has fish?
How about it?
I thought it was just meat.
I guess.
Yeah.
I think in the best interest of everyone involved, we should go to Progressive Pit Road.
Please.
Back to Dylan Welch.
And as we ride on board with the Arby's car, we look out the front windshield at Justin Allgaier, who said his car was pretty good. The only thing he asked for was just a little bit of stability help and some straight line speed if possible. So they'll try to find an adjustment that helps that. Chassis adjustment and I believe just right sides. Maybe, 4 tires for the 7 of Allgaier, Kim.
And his teammate Carson Quapple there in the 1-car middle of your screen. Still a bit free, but he said way better than the first run. Entry of 3 was the biggest struggle for him. You see that chassis adjustment Teammate Raja Karuth there at the bottom in the 88, that stage 2 winner, starting to get a little tight off too. He said, bring me up a number. They'll go back on their last adjustment, those 4 tires going on the 88.
And now the race off Progressive Pit Road. William Sawalich, the first to come off. Guessing 2 tires there will follow up. Well, I thought that was William that popped out there. Our board here showing Carson Quapple, but that's a bit of a miscue there. So we'll follow up on exactly where everybody is as we make the race off the pit lane. And now we go to the replay, brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com. There's Sawalich coming off first.
Your eyes did not deceive you.
I'm getting old, but I'm not that old. We'll reset the running order, tell you all about the strategy when we return.
Oh, thanks for that. Big roar from the pace car from the CW. Well, actions with 68 to go of stage number 3. Confirmed that was Rajesh Karuth's first ever stage win in the O'Reilly Series as well, so get that added to the list. Karuth is the 69th stage. Garage is the 69th different driver to claim a stage victory in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. JT's just saying nice in my ears as well a few moments ago, coming into it. Who won stage 1? I didn't even write that down on my monitor. I should have really done that. No, Hill didn't win stage 1, did he? Who won? We can't even remember who won stage 1. I'll go through the timeline in a minute. Go on. Excellent. Excellent. Love, thank you. Karuth taking that past one. He's gone down in now to 6th position. Interesting enough about Karuth, his number is the same number as my dad's taxi was. He was number 88. A little sticker on the back window and everything. Ian Birch will be back with us at some races this season. I believe he's down for Bahrain, Silverstone, Bahrain, Monaco, Silverstone, and whatever the championship is, and Abu Dhabi. That's where we'll hear from. And he's got a couple of MotoGP as well. I'll have a mic on for Ian Birch will be back. Bahrain being the first one that Nina will be with us in the F1 commentary box as well. She'll be presenting that weekend and then come up into the booth. As you'll see a new style to produce soon. That's his 4 races. So, as we wait to see, let's get ready to hand back over to CW to get ready for the green lights to come on. Nicolo Bulliger, by the way, did not top that warm session. Sam Lowe's did by 0.003 of a second. That's the first time all weekend that there's been a difference in championship orders. As a little heads up on that front. I really hope that we can have a different winner in the 2 races today. Bulliger won by a lot yesterday. And you can catch that race on JB Motorsports. You'll be redirected after we finish with O'Reilly's here tonight. Well, the sun is officially set here at Atlanta. Let's head back to the CW.
Dillage. But they got to switch gears in the off-season and head to Universal Orlando Resort to find some different thrills. Follow NASCAR on the CW on Instagram to see more from their trip. If you want to find your thrill, scan the QR code below to enter the CW Switching Gears sweepstakes for the chance to win a trip to Universal Orlando Resort's 4 amazing theme parks.
They're like Dumb and Dumber. Either dumber than that, you know?
Zillage going to be with us next week, racing the one car at COTA and for Junior Motorsports. Look forward to that as he makes his return. And if there's anyone who knows the value of a good crew, it's the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. That's why they want to put the spotlight on the pit crew members that are essential to a race team's success. Let's go down to Kim.
Adam, we talk about how tough pit crew members are. No better example than tire carrier for the 54 of Taylor Gray, Alex Morgan. We saw that stage 1 stop. He went and reached for that rogue tire, got hit by his driver as Taylor was leaving the box. Stop 2 went a lot smoother than stop 1, but how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I signed up for it, so I was just trying to avoid a penalty there, try to get it back, but I guess I got to be a little bit quicker than that next time. You know?
Have you ever taken...
Not on the exit of pit road, but on the entry I've had a couple clips, but nothing like that before, but I'm just glad the car is okay.
And we're glad you're okay. Again, that's tire carrier Alex Morgan. And guys, we talk about how a lot of these pit crew members are former athletes. A lot of them have played collegiate ball or professional ball. Some of them on the football field, some on the hockey rink. Those guys probably used to taking hits. Alex, though, yes, he was a former athlete, but he was on the diamond, the baseball field, a pitcher, so not quite used to maybe some of his teammates taking hits like they had on the ball field. But we are glad he is okay.
That's like a line drive.
Thanks very much down there as well, Kim Kuhn, as we get all set. Hopefully. So we're into the choose now.
The race outcome.
Yeah, Taylor went to the back and had driven back up inside of the top 10.
Hey, by the way, I want to point out Sawalich took 2 tires. That's how he got the lead. Parker Retzloff came off second. He got 2. Raja Karuth got 4, was the race leader when they came down. He'll restart here in row 3 after losing a couple of spots on the pit lane.
Yeah, Nick Sanchez in 12th, who also took 2. He got blocked in his box. He's probably hoping he wished he had taken 4 at that point, being that far back. But for these 2 on 2 tires on the outside of the front here, man, they've got to go.
Well, because based on what we saw with Jesse Love, he was able to maintain for a while, but then faded back. He had one of the best cars. So, yep, Retzloff and Sawalich are going to have their hands full if this runs green for a while.
Let's see what we got then for the start of stage number 3 here today. Please be a good one.
He got a good run to get that lead. The biggest thing right there is he's definitely fast. Like he's got a lot of straight line speed, but I just needed more help behind. Like the 17 couldn't really get there to do what I needed to do, so it was all right.
Justin Allgaier on the radio then. Are you ready for the next stage to begin? It's going to be 60. We said another 10 laps under caution that time. 64 it will be to start lap 100. Are you ready to go? William Solwich will lead us off with Carson Catfill. Trying to see who's where on the line there as they come through. Solwich on the high line, Catfill on the low line. Pace car pulls off. Allgaier and Rescliffe just behind. Stage 3 of the Bennett Transportation Logistics 250 is underway. Green flag, we go racing for stage 3. Good restart there coming downhill. Watch a great run from Carson Catfill. He's getting a push coming in from Corey Day, who's pushing the back of Justin Allgaier. Up high, though, unfortunately. Not got anything from William Solwich. He's going to be left. We're running 3 wide already further back. Again, nearly running into the wall. Carson Catfill is in that little mix as well. Good restart from everybody. A smooth restart, which is what we were hoping for. We didn't want to see anything, but they're running 3 wide further back and almost causing contact. They're drifting up and they're cutting up JT without any care in the world as we tick over to lap 101. And yet they really are pushing in. They're pushing in mad, JT, and that's not going to be good. We're going to have cautions. We're running 4 wide at Atlanta. 4 wide.
How? 4 wide, you say? Why not? We thought we wouldn't have that much 3 wide running, but here we are, lap 11 of 73 in the stage, 101 of 163. We are 62 laps to go as we come across the line, 61 laps to go. We are still 3 wide, nearly 4 wide, JB.
Get close to 27.
He's still 3 wide.
4 wide, Jack, as they come down the back stretch out of turn 2.
Yeah, I want to just give some quick praise to Parker Retzlaff. this race. What more does this guy need to do to prove he deserves a top-tier ride?
Oh, yeah.
Genuinely, I ask the question. He's been phenomenal this race, and arguably the best driver I've ever seen drive the 66 in Cup. I really don't know what that guy needs to do to prove his worth.
He's just getting faster and faster and faster, smoother and smoother, and looking great. Nathan says, hi JB and everyone, what an amazing race today. We are literally being treated to absolutely fantastic stuff today. I think this is going to be on for one of the best scenes we've seen in a couple of while. Let's take a look. Look at the bottom, we're being told, on the monitor. And this is where we went 3 wide, almost 4 wide coming out. Look at the slipstream you get. And there's a little tap. That's the tap. Austin Hill's getting feisty out there. Wow. Son of a Travis Catville, Carson is leading, says Tangent as well coming through. Yeah, Carson is leading this race. Hill getting feisty out there. And, well, Robin is racing. He taps the back of the 88. So, yep, that's Hill hitting the back of our Stage 2 winner. We are still running. 58 to go. That's around about half an hour. It's not that long here, 31 seconds per lap. JT will do the mathematical skill for me to work out when it's going to happen. They're still pushing out there like crazy. Corey Day's holding back. That's the one coming up around the outside of Carson Catville. Running in. Oh, Catville's in the wall. Right in front of the pack. They all go up. Is it going to be the big one? No. Catville takes the 17 with him up. And that's going to be Corey Day. Still green so far. Catville down to 14th. Day's down to 19th. Still green, but no double stuns. Debris, big debris. Sparks flying out there, and now the caution gets called.
Put it out.
Oh, and it's a second hit for Catville.
Looked like something broke. That looked like something broke.
Catville, Day, Allgaier involved as well in that little mess. Jack, that was messy, but they all just ran into each other, coming out of 3, and then they've all broke the tyres and then broke the suspension into the wall.
That looked like something broke on the 17. That didn't look normal.
No, the way that sort of went
It didn't look like he got loose or anything. It looked like something broke.
Could it have been a failure or maybe a suspension, Rob? We know how hard they've been running.
My personal theory is his tyre went down.
Right now.
That was the 7. That's Allgaier. He's lost something. Day and Catville, they all 3 went into the hill. And guess what? 41's got the 3 pass. And now, guess who has been put into the lead of the race? Austin Hill, who started 20th in this race. He's now leading. You can't beat him coming through.
Austin Hill be like, I am inevitable.
Look, Hill, he was right in the middle of this as well. So the 17 turns in, and I think, I think that's going to be the one coming down.
It looked like it broke to me.
He couldn't get, Catville comes down, but yeah, the 17 couldn't get down. Here's another look. CW radio. Yeah, look, there's something.
Into the 1. Yeah, Carson's going to expect him to be down where you see Austin Hill underneath him.
And you said his name, right place, right time. Austin Hill leading.
So, yeah, it's Catville who comes down into the 17 of Day, and then Day takes the 7 up. So the 1, 7, and the 7, all in the wall. Do you still think there's been a problem with the 17? Because it did hit the wall, and it did go straight, Jack. I think you're right. Something didn't look right there. No, the tyre went down and went straight away in the wall. Yeah.
Also, by the way, the Taylor Gray crew member who was hit is okay.
Oh, that's good news.
He doesn't care, though. He's just happy that the car's not damaged. That is a true racer right there.
Hit me as much as you like. I'm fine, the car. That's the most important one.
Carson Quaffle is done for the night.
Carson Quatville is to the garage, I'm being told by JT. I think
Allgaier also done.
Allgaier is done. Oh, they're both Day. Quaffle and Allgaier both done. Jack is right with what he's just told me on the radio and what JT told me on talkback. They're both out of the race. So
damn, that's really unfortunate for 2 guys who really need some points so far.
What are we actually on right now as well in terms of the running order? That's what's really interesting to me.
Well, Sheldon Creed's in his favourite position, 2nd.
Naturally. And Austin Hill's in his. The man who's won here 8 times.
Not only, I gotta quickly get a say, It is the 21st today, which is Austin Hill's car number. His sponsor is sponsoring the race. Like, it's written in the stars that he's going to win this race.
You just know it, don't you?
It is inevitable.
So where's Iron Man? That's the one to look forward to at the moment. 3 from JRM, yeah. That's from Bob in the chat. Cat Vlog guy done. Unbelievable. Pit road is open this time by. So we'll have some slipstreams stuck in together. Can't wait to see this one get going. Into the pit lane. Justin Allgaier, and he's gone behind the pit wall. He's done for the day, JT's telling me as well. So that's Allgaier officially out of it. Right, we'll head back to the CW shortly. Just listening into the cars in the background. Wonderful little je ne sais quoi. Gonna be good, this one. So, we have 54 laps to go. That translates to around about half an hour of running when we actually go green. Can they survive it for just a bit longer in an intermediate circuit where they've been having so much problems? Back to the CW and Adam Alexander.
The fastest growing cable news network in all of television is News Nation. News Nation respects all Americans and is news for all Americans. To find News Nation on your screen, go to newsnationnow.com. Working fourth caution of the afternoon. Corey Day involved. Let's hear team radio.
I said, tell the one I'm sorry. I had no idea it was down until I pulled down.
So the plot thickens. You know, obviously he is the one in the car feeling that. We'll see if we can see some indication.
Yeah, I mean, for us, you want to see sparks, you want to see contact the lap or two before, but even once they made contact and they go up the racetrack, I don't see any sparks coming out from underneath the 17.
Oh, all there, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tough angle for us to tell. He's definitely got sparks coming out there after the contact, and that is the right front down. So, you know, it could be a slower leak that just sort of happened at that point. It was odd how he just didn't turn when he got to the corner there. So possibly that's exactly what happened.
Okay, let's head down to JT. He's got some more information for us.
Funny NASCAR driver tweet of the day.
Oh, really? Who's it this time?
Harrison Burton.
Naturally.
I just thought that.
Out of this race. Earlier on, only 8 laps completed. It's now lap 111, and Harrison Burton has posted on Twitter, dang, 17 car on one today, huh?
Well,
Corey Day says on the radio he blew a tyre.
I thought you were right, Jack. You've got to make.
I thought it looked like a tyre blow.
Why do we ever doubt Jack on the broadcasts? Why do we ever? 99% of the time, Jack is right. That's a scary fact, by the way.
The reason I'm a referee. There's a reason I'm a referee, that's all I'm going to say.
That is
I'm
a
always
point.
right.
You are the referee. Yeah, I'm not going to. Well, it's a popular trio, us three on the comms for NASCAR. Andy Matthew Owens and Josh Henderson. You got a mighty duo. Can't wait for Matt White to join us in the booth for some races this season. And we'll see about Seth if he's going to make his way up as well. But still, as they come through once again. As we go on to it. So, who's going to say this then? Under the lights fully. 50 to go probably when we go green. 25 minutes of racing. How many more cautions are we going to have? Jack, what do you think? I think 2.
Couple. I mean, Corey Day's not in contention, so we won't have too many more.
That's true.
Who else is in the field right now? Is Dean Thompson still in?
Yes, he's 16th in the field.
Okay, so that's another scheduled caution. And other than that, I think we're all right. I think we've got all the talented ones in the field still. Sorry, Dean. I love you, Dean, but you can be a bit of a scheduled caution.
Yeah, that's what I'll tell that. Let's head back to the CW as we get ready for the green flag to come out here. 52 to go for the Bennett Transportation Logistics 250 here at Echo Park Speedway. To Adam Alexander. Oh, they're coming to the green flag actually, so we won't take them. We'll stay with us.
It's his home track, and he just always seems to find a way. The driver from Winston, Georgia, Austin Hill. Hasn't been the easiest day. Fought through some rough times, but here we are heading to 50 laps remaining.
Yep, and he's still at the front. That's why there are only 2 falls in each finishing series. True points. Right, ready to go for 51 laps here for the Bennett 250. Pit road clear, getting ready for the green. Caution's been taken away. Green flag standing up in the air. Are you ready to go, kids? Then we'll go to the Echo Park restart zone. We will begin. Green flag's out. We go racing again in stage 3. Austin Hill's on the outside, William Solwich on the inside, Sheldon Creed behind Austin Hill. Sammy Smith is running up high now. He's running behind Hill as well. Down low, that's going to be Parker Retzlaff trying to take in. Jesse Love is in there too, in the middle of the mix, but Hill's got the high line and he's got a push. He's got a helping hand, and Austin Hill at his home track leads again. Well, I think as well the images of the bloody noses that people are going to send if he gets in his way might be true, because he always finds a way. He's the luckiest son of a gun to always end up at the front.
Oh, hell no.
We've just been told by JT, which gives Jack his response, that the 17 of Corey Day has met minimum speed. So he is still in
another
this
scheduled
race.
caution, ladies and gentlemen.
He's running in 28th place. He's got Giovanni Ruggiero just behind him and Cody Ware.
He'll find a way to wrap that guy as well.
Oh, look at the 51 just on the back then as well. And that's the 41. That's Sam Mayer. And Sam Mayer and Corey Day are together on the circuit again. Remember what happened last time? That wasn't the case. Coming into it as well, there was contact between them. There is Corey Day. He's right in the mix now as well. On the low line, coming up alongside. He gets clear of the 51 and the 5 as he comes back through. He's behind Sam Mayer. Hi, buddy. We were running 1-2 earlier on in the race, and we made contact. They get through on the 0 as well of Garrett Smithley, and now they're running together in a little bit of a toe by toe. But yeah, Sam Mayer, Jack, was trying to get out of there as quickly as possible.
All I can say is, like, Corey, you've made some dumb moves tonight, but you're smarter than deliberately wrecking a guy on a super speedway.
That is true.
You're a lot smarter than that, dude.
Unless he views this track as an intermediate, then we're a little bit worried.
No, it's a short track super speedway. There we go.
Atlanta's the hybrid as well, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
Still trying to attack. Jeb Burton, who nearly caused a yellow earlier on, is in the mix. Still trying to hold on. He's wilding the back of Ross Chastain. Oh, and hello. There goes Jesse Love down low, taking the line out of nowhere. Burton's lost down in a couple of extra places now on that back straight away. It's a confusing day, this one. Burton just set the fastest lap, by the way, earlier on lap 16, a 30.833. We're currently running at a 31.8 over the line. Austin Hill leading, Creed's just behind him. Watch out for Jesse Love. He's battling now with Sammy Smith, the 2 and the 8, running over for 3rd and 4th place. As we have 46 coming up on 45 laps to go. So much more closeness of racing going on here. That's what we need to keep an eye on, just to see if there'll be a little bit of a snap. Look at Jesse Love just negotiating back into 3rd position. Right behind the back, Parker Retzlaff. Where did he come through? Parker's coming in for a right attack. He's up into 3rd, 4th place. Okay. That low line is gathering more momentum, gathering more traction. Unfamiliar with the game. Unfamiliar. They're punching above their weight right now. Jesse Love coming up alongside now. And he takes the inside line. He's right behind Austin Hill. So Jesse Love briefly was 2nd. Sheldon Creed still keeps it. There was about 49 thousandths of a second between the two at the line. That's how close it was. Super duper duper close as we come into the mix here. Still having the backstretch. And, oh, Creed's rubbing the wall there, Jack. Did you see it? Creed was completely like, I'm not doing anything. I'm going to touch that wall as much as you like.
Austin Hill currently leading, so realistically the race is over at this point.
With 43 now, 40 coming from 42 to go. He might be in the right contention. Lap times have dropped now to a 31.650. That's from Austin Hill. Let's hear his radio.
Like Creed's trying to back up to whoever's behind him, Sammy Smith, and trying to get a run going, but they just not seeing anything develop right now.
Let's go to Kim.
Kim Kuhn.
Yeah, Carson Quapple had a really fast race car today. Unfortunately, his day ends at the Care Center. Walk me through that incident that took you out.
Yeah, I thought first things first, the whole #1 Arby's JBMotorsports team and the whole pit crew, those guys really did their jobs today and brought me a really fast race car, and we had some really good pit stops, and we were looking to be fighting for a win at the end, but just was controlling the race there, trying to control the top line, and I think we got free, or the 17 got free under me and washed up into us, and I thought I was going to have it saved, and slapped the right front and took the suspension out. So, just hate it for this whole team. These guys brought me a really fast race car and just didn't get to the end.
Get out of that car. It's
spin for Jeremy.
Thanks, Jeremy Clement spinning. The most experienced driver here. He's spun and coming out of turn 2. 88's nearly up 3 wide. They're staying green. JT's told us on the radio, but the smoke, Jack, billowing from the car. Could that be the fire extinguisher that's gone off, do you reckon, on the inside there?
Might be the engine, to be honest with you. That's really unfortunate for the most experienced driver in the whole field, in Jeremy Clements. Let's have a look and see what happened. Okay, no, never mind. We don't get to see what happened. We just see him spinning.
But
fantastic.
The cockpit's already filled with smoke before he spun, and the rear tyres have gone. I reckon he's spun on his own oil. That's what I think's happened there. He's gone round on his own liquid, which sounds dirtier when I say it out loud, so I'm going to retract that statement from a broadcast and keep going as we come in with 40, now coming on 39 laps to go here as the action continues on. Austin Hill leading by 0.095 of a second to Sheldon Creed. Jesse Love coming through, trying to hold through. Can they keep an action? Still looking on the high line. Oh, the 99, the 88, and the 25 got very close. Exit turn 2. And here comes the 25. Back on the track. Corey Day's in the mix. Day's trying to look on the inside. Corey Day's back in 17th. He's a lap down. He's trying to get a lap back. Day's going to come through. Holding through.
Oh, Brandon.
That's close.
Got way loose there.
Oh, that was a bit close, wasn't it, coming through? Pit
Brandon
Rose.
Jones
Yellow.
Carson Quapple, it looks like we have a caution out.
We do have a caution.
Anywhere.
I can't see it. Yellow? What? Yellow's out, but don't know why.
I saw a car stopped on the entry of turn 1.
Debris on the front stretch. That's what's happened. That's why we've got a yellow. And it's Cody Ware. Blown a tyre.
Called it.
Yeah, he did. It's Corey Day. He's got the free pass next time by the way. So JC, she said, watch out. Let's have a look. What's happened here then to cause this? Over the line.
Tire just blows,
Oh, look,
doesn't
it's blown in front of the field. Where's tyres blown in front of the field? Right in front of the control box on the stripe line. And that's why the yellow flags come out.
A good-looking scheme, by the way, on that number 30 car, I have to say.
Down pit road.
That involved both Carson Quapple and Corey Day. What do you make of what happened?
Yeah, I mean, it just unfortunate spot for us to be in, right? I thought we had a really good logistics Chevrolet today, and I was really proud of what we were able to accomplish, not only on our team with the 7, but all of Junior Motorsports, because it was cool to be up there lined up and have all of our cars kind of leading at different points. And you're in those moments, and I don't know what caused the events that kind of put us in there, but you're just riding along, and unfortunately, just get right there. And I mean, the only option was to go low, and I knew there was cars below us, but just that little bit of damage was enough to break some suspension parts. So I hate it for our team. I hate it for everybody at Junior Motorsports. Andrew Overstreet had done a fantastic job, and this whole 7 team of building a race car. We just come up a little bit short this afternoon.
The big thing here for both these drivers, Carson Quapple, Justin Allgaier, ton of stage points. And, it doesn't get you over the hump, but it minimizes the damage when you're racing in the draft, anywhere for that matter, if you have a problem in the final stage.
Austin Hill very
Austin
close
Hill
to the pace
leading.
car there.
37 laps to go. It is home track. Can he repeat his past success? Great evening in the ATL.
You're staying with us here on JB Motorsports. 36 to go. Caution's out for debris. And we wait again. I'm really liking this new shirt now, actually, that my sister Kellyanne bought me. It's a nice flowery shirt. First time on. Got it for Christmas. Put it on Christmas Day. Took it straight off again. We're so bloated at Christmas. It did not look good, did not fit. But now, into February, and I've been basically non-stop for the entirety of February, commentating, fits like a glove. So yeah, it's quite nice. So we'll see more of this on the broadcast, I do believe. Plus it's a more flowery shirt, JT, and you know how I like my flowery shirts. Give Pico a run for his money, don't I? For those of you who don't know, Pico, Formula E's own broadcaster, coming into it. Parker Retzlaff, Taylor Gray, Josh Williams, Luke Fenhouse, Josh Belicki, Chad Fincham, all coming into the pit lane. Garrett Smithley, they're all diving in from pit road. So, just been asked, by the way, in the chat, what's the over-under that Corey Day causes another caution? And Bob's just put Day with a free pass as well. Yep. So that's going to be a yes, I'd say. Jack, what do you think? It's going to be a yes, isn't it? Day with all of the days. All of the times. I wish my Google Chrome would stop snapping shut. Holding on. 35 to go here. Shouldn't be too long a caution. It wasn't a big one, just a couple of bits of debris to clean up. Let's head back over and join the CW. Adam Alexander on the call, as we'll hear more information. 35 to go as they hold on through the inside line. Pit road open for a few cars. Not too many. There's the 99 getting some work done. Of Parker Retzlaff, was in 12th place. I don't know if pits were open or it was emergency work. JT, did you hear any information that pits were officially open? Hopefully tell me in a moment. He's getting a lot of spotter information in his ears right now, as well as us. Pits were open. Cheers, JT. So the reorders. Let's go back down to Adam Alexander on the CW as we wait.
They're 3 wide behind him. Austin Hill will win here in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, boys! Good job!
Sideways, can they hang on? Austin Hill wins once again. He goes back to back here in Atlanta.
Jesse Love out of fuel. Austin Hill gonna do it again. Third career victory here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Austin Hill will win the dash back to the start-finish line and become a 4-time winner at Atlanta.
Let's go! I can't believe we just did that.
Big wreck. Big crash down the back straightaway. Here's Austin Hill. Back to back to back. He does it again at Atlanta.
Let's go! How about it? They can't stop it.
Austin is awesome at Atlanta. Home track, 5 wins. He always seems to find a way. You know, if they put a bowling alley in here and they had a bowling tournament, I bet Austin would win it. Because he just always wins here.
I wondered where you were going there. What's happening here?
Tomorrow the PBA is rolling onto the CW. Don't miss 10 weeks of exciting action. And it all starts with one of the sport's biggest events. The PBA on the CW premieres with a Players' Championship tomorrow, 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. It's right here on the CW.
I need bumpers.
I appreciate you laughing at my bad jokes.
No, it's good. I was like, I don't know where you're going, though.
You need bumpers in bowling or just in life?
Both.
I don't know.
And
Here's
on the
Kim.
racetrack, yes.
What's up,
Yeah,
Kim?
let's get a Toyota driver update. We're going to get a Toyota driver update on William Sawalich. We talked during our pre-race about his drafting awareness and the comfortability he has and how it's increased exponentially from last year to this year. That showed up last weekend at Daytona. Even though he got caught up in a late accident, he ran up front for the first 100 laps of the race, leading 2 laps. He's also spent a ton of time up front tonight. Although he's in 9th place right now, he has made his way to the front of the field here and there tonight. And part of that confidence that he has now in this draft race has come from experience, but a good portion of it comes from his spotter, Drew Herring. I talked with William this weekend. He said he is one of the best on the spotter stand. In terms of balance, he's bounced between plowing and free all night. They've massaged on that race car. Right now, just fighting a little bit tight for the last 33 laps of this race.
Thank you, Kim. Austin Hill takes the outside lane as we do the Freeway Insurance Choose, where every lane choice can change the race outcome. Fans having a good time. And you know who might have a good time on this restart? Those drivers that came down here, made a pit stop, got fresh tires. Taylor Gray is on the list. Luke Fenhouse. Parker Retzloff came down and got 4. Corey Day made a pit stop, but I think he had put his tires on earlier when they got the damage. But either way, he's back on the lead lap and very much a player here.
And I think crucially for Retzloff, he was on 2 tires, basically. So it was a good choice to get those 4 tires. He was also worried about some nose damage on the front of that car. But I think this could play out for him. He's had a really fast car, and now he's got this extra grip with 33 to go. He can still get back there. And in his favor, he scored more stage points in these first 2 races than he had all of last season.
How about that?
Are you ready? Are you ready to go? This will be an interesting run. Look at this. Where, oh where is Corey Day? 26th and back on the lead lap. I think JT, we're going to be in for a big Melhay coming through. We're in for quite a day from Corey Day. Am I allowed to say we're in for quite a day from Corey Day? Am I going to get hit on the wrist saying, no, 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 that's a bad thing to say?
JB, are you ready for chaos?
Chaos! Ready to go! Chaos! There you go. 32 to go. Into the green. Stand by for action. O'Reilly's goes green. Camera angle was shocking for the CW today. It's quite hard to tell who's where. Austin Hill on the outside. Jesse Love down low. Sheldon Creed and Nick Sanchez going to give a little bit of a run. Sammy Smith on the outside. But it's going to be Austin Hill getting a little love tap coming in, I believe, from Sheldon Creed. So that was a nice little run. Yeah, it is for the double O. Again, Creed in 2nd position. That's his best position as well. He's been the bridesmaid so many times. Is tonight going to be the chance he gets to win? Oh, nearly in the wall. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. That was almost a big one. Jesse Loves has back out of it. Already Sanchez had to, but again, just getting into it. Austin Hill leading this race. Jesse Love just behind him now as they come through. That was the 5 that had to drop back out from the top. That was Luke Fenhouse, who's lost positions early on. As we run now down in towards 3 and 4. Look at Love, JT, right on the back of Hill. And he's going to try and get through by any which means necessary. He's going to be trying to climb over the top of that hill for the lead of this one. 30 to go.
That was shocking, JB, that was.
Wasn't the best.
Crossed the line down in towards turn 1 once again. Austin Hill back in the lead, keeps the lead with Love just behind chasing down. Single file for at least the top 8, maybe even the top 10, and then when 11th back is where we get all of the side-by-side action. But single file at the moment, JB, coming to 29 to go.
Austin Hill leading this race by 80 thousandths, now 70 thousandths over that line. They really are closing them down as fast as they possibly can. Jeb Burton still with that on the top lap, but we're running now in the 131.6s. That's kind of expected coming into it. So I'm all right if you're all right to try and find overall lap times. So over the line, look at this again. Hill goes defensive. Here comes Jesse Love, and Sheldon Creed's giving him a bit of a love tap as well. Coming over the tri-oval. Slowly, slowly, catchy accidents. Love is tapping the love. Yeah. JT just said that, love tapping the love shack coming through. Austin Hill wants to keep that one through. Goes down low almost, coming into turn 3 and 4. Amazing shots here from the helicopter, trying to keep up with this out here today. Drone's going to be good. Here for the chaos, says Nathan. You're in the best place, honestly. What a fantastic... But, oh, and here he goes! Jesse Love goes down low! He's going to try and take Austin Hill up high! Hill's going to keep his foot in it! Love can't do anything! He tries to come back and he touches the back! Hill touches the wall! Sheldon Creed goes down low! And Sheldon Creed takes the lead! Jesse Love touched the back of the 21! I went absolutely nuts in the commentary box, but Love is now under immense pressure. Here comes Ross Chastain trying to keep into it. Unbelievable to try and hold it in together. Almost ripped the arms off the commentary box chair. Jesse Love drops back. Austin Hill still in second position. Sheldon Creed leads. Can he hold on though? That's going to be a problem as well because he's never won a O'Reilly's race. Wrong button to mute. Sorry, viewers. The echoey cough coming through there. Sheldon Creed leads. Jack,
Where did Ross Chastain come from?
Chastain came out of nowhere. What did you make of this little one to come in on the accident zones?
Yeah, Jesse miscalculates that, and that nearly leads to what we typically see out of JRM at Speedway. We are 3 wide! Ross Chastain to the race lead for Jordan Anderson Racing.
Jesse Love's been sent up to the high line now as well. He's side by side with Austin Hill. Hill's going to get in the sandwich here if he's not careful. Nearly cracking and nearly wrecking as he comes in. Sammy Smith gets a little bit of a tap from the side as well. He almost goes up towards the wall. He just about avoids it. And he's nearly in the wall. In the wall is the 88. Is he getting round? No! Catville keeps it. How on earth did he do that? Unbelievable! Coming through from Raj Caruth as well. Caruth almost did a Catville and slide into the wall. He didn't though. How on earth did that get saved? The 88's been bouncing off the walls more times than anything. Over the line, Ross Chastain leads with 24 to go. Jack, this race is spicing up a lot.
I got to pick right now which I want. Do I want
it's four wide coming to the middle section. Sorry to cut across you. Jones trying to come through on the inside line. They're 3 wide into turn 3. Look at the 27. Jesse Love's in the centre. Love and Austin Hill's running side by side. Hill moves up the line. They're 3 wide further back. Coming into 4 into the tri-oval. Hill on the high line. Love down low. Is anyone going to come together? No, they keep it through. 4 wide coming into the tri-oval. That's Star and there's a little bit of contact there.
Sammy Smith's going to go around.
At the 8. Oh, it's the big one. Caution's out. It's the big one. 45's gone round as well. So many involved. Half the field taken out at turn 2. Gray's in there. Corey Day got through that melee. He's now back up into 8th place, I just want to point out. The 18 involved. I think it's Sammy Smith, Solwich, Nick Letts, Nasa.
Practically the entire joke is, there's LeVar Scott.
So many down there. Solwich, Scott Smith, among those involved. Oh, and there's the 8.
There's Sammy.
Yeah.
Who got turned around there, I think, by Taylor Gray. If we have a look at the replay, here's what happened. I think Sammy just gets a bit loose, to be honest. He's got Taylor Gray just behind him.
Keep an eye on that 17. Look at the 17 car.
Phenomenal racing before that.
I'm looking for that 7.
Yeah, he gets a little bit loose there initially.
The 8's still on
He's
the
still loose. He is just,
Yeah.
he is gone. That's not on Taylor Gray. Sammy is just
He's loose completely.
incredibly loose, and that's nearly a double kill there on the Alpha Prime cars. Lots of damage to LeVar Scott's car, a bit of damage as well to Ryan Ellis, I think.
Corey Day was nearly involved in that, by the way, for another caution. He was side by side with the 8 when he got loose into turn 1. But then the 25 came through, and yet Sammy just got completely loose by the 54. So that's the 54 involved in yet another caution. Taylor Gray behind him, as you say, but Smith was loose before Taylor got up behind him and affected the aero. Absolute mayhem. The 54 eventually put him round, but the 8 was loose, as Jack, you were saying. He was completely out of it. That's taken at least 12 cars in trouble there. We'll wait for the official rundown from JT soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 cars I count. 12 cars I count. Yeah, I was right. Mayhem. Let's go down to CW.
Cars here. Free pass goes to Sam Mayer, who will be back on the lead lap.
Right here is the contact that
the
Parker was
88,
referencing.
yeah.
It probably did cut down that right rear tire, a slow leak, maybe cut the sidewall a little bit. Lap later, we see him have that issue. If you had your memory in my eyes,
we'd be a
team. We would be good.
Maybe that's how we end up here.
Maybe.
In this job.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's good.
They saw that.
Just proud to be your teammate.
Yeah. and Adam. Yeah, it's here too. I like how you word that. And Adam.
Believe me. Oh, by the way, is a phrase I've heard a lot in my life, okay?
A lot of action.
Get an update on Austin Hill. Here's Kim.
Yeah, if you guys remember when I talked to Austin Hill yesterday during qualifying, I asked him how many friends he has out there, and he said, well, for most of the race, I've got one friend. That's my teammate, Jesse Love. And then he said, when it gets down to the end of the race, probably 20, 25 laps to go, I have no friends. Well, we might have just seen that in play. We saw Jesse Love get a little racy with his teammate, Austin Hill, possibly costing both of them the lead. Here's what Austin thought about the move. Here's in-car communication, courtesy of Starkey.
The way it looks, 2 doesn't want either of us to win, so that's fun.
Yeah, all good here. We'll just do our thing here. Eyes forward. We'll be fine.
Well, that's what happens when you win 5 times at a track, right?
Mate. Come on.
Yeah. What do you expect them to
Go
do?
for the win.
I'm with you.
91 also involved.
Oh. So that is officially going to put down Mason Major.
The move by Jesse was it was late in the turn 1, and Jesse had done some great island hops where you do that earlier in the dogleg because then you have the advantage of having a shorter distance. You can shortcut the track down into turn 1. He did it so late in the turn 1, it was going to take a miracle to be able to clear the 21, and that leaves them side by side and just leaves them both vulnerable.
Yeah, the one thing I would say is if you're thinking logically, right? You're thinking the way that Austin Hill was thinking. If you're in Jesse Love's position, do you just try to catch him off guard, right? Maybe they're going to run high, maybe, right?
He doesn't think this is going to happen.
Well, he doesn't have the run. Right. You let your guard down, and you referenced that earlier. That happens. You let your guard down for just a second. Oh, I wasn't ready for that, and the pass could have happened.
You know, it's funny. Last week he wins at Daytona, and after the race, they ask Austin Hill in the media center about having help in the draft. Here's what he said.
I was very surprised. There was a few times that, you know, the 88 made a move on me one time. He made a great move, got inside of me, and his teammate, like the 1, didn't even go with him. And I'm like, well, that just helps me. I appreciate it, you know? So there's a lot of times that, like, I don't have any friends out there a lot of the times. But I have friends, like, because they're screwing each other over, and then it's helping me.
I don't disagree with him. You know, we pointed out in the pre-race where especially the JRM teammates, were racing each other so hard, they sort of gave him the win in stage 2 in some respects at Daytona. But in this situation, I think part of why Jesse makes that move, though, to defend it in some respects, is it's so hard as you get late in this race when you're running the top side not to take a run because you know you might not get that chance again.
Let's go down to Kim.
Yeah, you see the 88 on the left of your screen of Raja Karuth. He did get a little bit of damage. They're going to put 4 fresh tires on it, fuel, and clear the fenders. Corey Day also in.
Sixth caution of the day, 10 cars involved. including this dynamic duo.
Tell me that's not confusing for the spotters. Those cars have been
coming down pit road?
Those cars have been around each other all day long. The red number being the only difference between those two schemes. They even have the same stripe on the side at this point in the race.
And how about the fact that, you know, we're eliminating some guys, and Sam Mayer now gets back on the lead lap, and you think about how dominant he was early after starting on the pole, tire
Poor
issue.
Sam. He's been riding around 2 or 3 laps down for 3/4 of the race.
And we thought he was going to get to free pass. Corey Day was able to get by him and steal that spot. Racing has just been outstanding here tonight. And this caution took out some really good players. Restart when we return.
We're ready to go then here. Caution's out, 17 laps to go. And there's a lot of pressure in the air, isn't there? A huge amount to get this race sorted and done and dusted. JT has got a lister involved for broadcast. Let's hand over to you, mate.
Involved in that wreck, William Swallage, Sammy Smith, Nick Lights, Mason Maggio, Lavo Scott, Patrick Starpoli, Brennan Paul, Rajar Karoof, Giovanni Ruggiero, Austin Green, Ryan Ellis, Taylor Gray. That is 12 cars involved, which means this is where I scroll down and I tell you that that is officially the big one.
The big one! The big one! If you've played Grand Theft Auto, you'll know what that is about. Or GTA 5. Have you played GTA 5, JT? I've no idea if he has or not. I've never asked him that question.
This is where I say no comment.
Yes, he has then. So, 17 to go. So, still circulating. So many down pit road at the moment. So, several cars diving down pit lane. Fingers crossed we're going to be in for a good start. Back to
Caution of the day comes out of lap 2. The 10 drivers involved on your screen. The one not involved, or one of those not involved, Sam Mayer gets the free pass. This team really heads up in the way they've been managing this race. Listen in.
Pull down the back. Crew chief wants you to pull down here. Let's get to the back here. I know, I'm with you. He kept saying he would rather be up there. I'm with you.
That's Kevin Hamlin, the spotter. Jason Chariot told him, look, I can see the wreck getting ready to happen. We're the only car 1 lap down. We have nothing to gain by being up in the middle of this pack right now. Let's fall back and miss the wreck. And they called it right. And now they find themselves in a great position with a car with a lot less damage than other cars in the field.
There are points in a race, especially in NASCAR, where you need to take the racer out of the equation and
it's
say,
so hard to do.
We have to manage this race in the situation we're in for our best advantage. That's exactly what they did. The smart decision.
And you know, you look at Jason Trincheri. These two were together last year, but they were Ford. Now they're Chevy. Jason had so much success as a Chevy crew chief when he was with A.J. Allmendinger. And I know that was one thing that they were really excited about, the familiarity of working in the Chevy camp. They had good speed last week. They were crashed out. Good speed again this week might get the payoff.
This is such a classic case of when you're inside of the car, it's hard to know the big picture of what's going on. When you're the crew chief on the box and you're watching this on TV and you have the data in front of you, you see such a different race and you see so many different things. Jason Cherry being a great leader right there made a perfect decision at the perfect time, and now they find themselves, as you said, Parker, in a place they can go score some great points.
We'll get the restart with 14 to go. Ross Chastain trying to get Jordan Anderson racing. Their second win all time goes out. side, Austin Hill to his inside.
Ooh,
this is a fun duo to watch out front, huh?
Yeah, Jesse Love being lined up right behind him, who's been a great pusher on all these restarts.
Has there been a restart that Sheldon Creed hasn't been the outside in second row?
Not the last 2 hours, there hasn't.
Literally,
No.
he has been in that position perennially through this race. Great position for Ross Chastain, because we've seen Sheldon push the car in front of him so far out each and every time.
Another thing just to point out here is the driver that's restarting on the front row outside, Ross Chastain, Cup driver. Cup drivers are extremely talented.
Oh, yeah. Are they really? Sometimes JT and Jack, we can't trust them to go green when the race restarts. What are we going to see here? So Chastain leads, Sheldon Creed second, Austin Hill's third. Then it's Jesse Love, Brandon Jones, Jeb Burton, Parker Metcalf. Let's Cruz.
To take every run. Some will work, some won't. But we're going to have to be on the offense all the time. Can't sit on the outside just kind of hoping they'll leave you at the top. You might have to take some low stuff.
Yeah, it was killing me sitting there, but I just knew I had some time
Austin
left.
Green's
But
in
now I don't.
10th, actually.
It's good advice.
Yeah.
That's a big result for the man who very nearly missed the show yesterday.
Managed to make it through on qualifying, as we saw on broadcast. 14 laps remain then in the Bennett 250. Let's go through for our 7th start today. Ross Chastain versus Austin Hill. Green flag in the air. We go racing here in Atlanta. Oh, it's not a great start for a restart from Austin Hill. He didn't get the push from Jesse Love that he wanted. Austin Hill's going to have a lot of work to do. Oh, look at the 87. He's got a puncture. 87, the front right's tire gone down. Don't believe it out there as well. Austin Green, who was running in 10th position, has dropped back. The tire's sparking away. He'll get it to pit road. He's still on time. Austin Hill comes down low with Jesse Love just behind him. And Austin Hill leads with 13 laps to go. So far staying in green. Well, Jack, you saw that coming, didn't you? As they're still wrecking behind as well with the side-by-side 3 wide.
Curse of the commentator.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that for Austin Green. He was having such a good run.
Sparks! Hang on, another Sparks. That was the 88, and Jeb Burton sparking out there as well. Watch out for him. Look at Corey Day. He's getting involved. 88's going through. Stenhouse is in trouble as well, coming through. Dean Thompson's coming down into the pit road as well as they come through. There's still sparks from everybody. The tyres are really bottoming him out right at the back. Here we go through the triangle section once more. We've got 12 laps to go here in Atlanta. Hills drop back. Chastain still in the mix. They come through into turn 1. 3 wide. Catfield's running high. That 20's not looking good to me. And the 88's not looking good. The 88's got loose. 88's managed to save it. Oh, and slam into the wall. Big one there for the 92, and that's disrupt the 88.
That is Josh Williams.
Williams down. Oh, and it's a hard hit in the wall. Now the caution's out, yeah. Oh, we might get lucky here, though, chaps, because he's still got momentum. He might get it back. Flat rear right tyre coming in for Caruth as well, so he got loose, and I wonder if that spooked the...
He was loose.
Yeah.
3 lap, Roger Caruth.
Did he spook the 92?
He was probably. That's Josh Williams done for the day. Really unfortunate for DGM. But Raja, he'd been losing it for the last, 3 laps.
Let's have a watch again. So did Raja... Let's see. The 20 got loose. The 88's tyres got down. He nearly touches the 27. And he loses it.
I think he touched.
Oh, wait, hang on. No, that does...
Oh, he gets hit by Sam Mayer.
Sam Mayer, who was involved in the first caution, he hits the back of Josh Williams and bang, Williams goes down. Jeb Burton got lucky there not to get taken out. Who got the free pass that time by?
Josh Williams, he had some monstrous hits across his career. Nearly took out Corey Day, actually, there.
This is going to,
nearly saved it.
It's 2 free passes, we understand. So it's going to be Giovanni and Anthony Alfredo coming to my monitor. 2 free passes. JT's just told me on the radio that we might be going to red flag conditions, so it's a standby. That's a surprise. There must be... I wonder if... Red flag's out. Red flag is out. The race is stopped with 10 laps to go. The field are going to be stopped, presumably JT on the backstretch. Yeah, turn 2 on the back stretch. So we have now gone red flag, and the field are going to be stopped here on the back stretch coming out of turn 2. So this is going to be the red flag zone just here on the monitor. That wasn't very nicely done, that last one. I'll repeat that. So the field has stopped actually coming out on the back straight of turn 2. Red flag. So they're going to stop and we'll get going once again. Red flag is out. There it is. Come on, red. Let's go to the CW.
You got to be running to be able to take advantage of that. Think back to last week, Ryan Ellis finishing 6th last week, so close to getting a top 5. That's huge for teams like that to have these kinds of outsized days when there's so much carnage.
7th caution of the day is going to turn into our first red. There's just so many parts and pieces and debris around. NASCAR's going to stop them. Going to be inside of 10 laps to go when we get that restart that could end it. And I think about how electrifying the restarts have been and how competitive things have been at the front in the draft. Huge finish coming at Echo Park Speedway for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. What a night it's been, and the best is yet to come on CW.
Come on, red. As you can see now on our monitors up here in the commentary box, we have drawn on where they are stopped on the backstretch at turn 2 with our Apex Pack Technologies. That is where the field is stopped. Several cars involved in that little melee, which means we're going to need an awful lot of cleanup now to come into this one, unfortunately. JT's got news. They're going to withdraw the red, apparently. This is what JT believes, and the pit road will be instantly open. So they've stopped at the moment on the backstretch. That's when we get to the red flag being rescinded. But Jack, there's a lot of debris out on the circuit. No wonder they wanted to stop this one. There's too much before going to an overtime finish.
Yeah. I will say, it's looking good for Ross. Jordan Anderson Racing, you've got to remember, have only won 1 race in their entire history as an organisation. That was at Talladega, I think, in 2023, I think. It was Jeb Burton.
Did you guys hear the train as well in the background? That's not the train, that's the recovery trucks. That's their sound horns, is what they sound like out there. The AMR safety crews and the jet drivers. So, yeah. We've drawn on where they are stopped with the red flag. Quite like the pads coming in, actually. So they're all stopped at the exit of turn 2 at the moment. And we go into the red flag wait procedure as this race is officially suspended behind the pace car. Bottles of water being delivered into the crews and the drivers. Let's go back to CW.
Big finish coming here in Atlanta next Saturday. We're road racing Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. What a great lineup of drivers. Ross Chastain leading here tonight. Going to be back in the 32 next Saturday on the road for Jordan Anderson. Shane Van Gisbergen driving the 9 for Junior Motorsports. And Connor Zilic, who won 10 times last year, including at COTA, is back driving the 1 for JRM.
And Brent Cruz, we're going to see him for the first
That's
time
right,
next
debut.
year. Great little road racer as well.
Carson Quappo will be in the 91, but it's a JRM prepared car. He was right there in the battle last year with Connor Zilic. So there's Connor on the 88 pit box, hanging out with his old team.
He'll be racing here tomorrow. By the way, qualifying for Cup teams rained out today. Tyler Reddick starts on the pole. Congratulations to him on winning the Daytona 500. We need to get Reddick back over here, 2-time champ in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Like to see him racing on a Saturday afternoon.
He's a fun one to watch.
Well, you look at that top 10 and you just think about the land of opportunity no more winning you're in, but I think we all learned last week just how big the points are and the advantage that you take when you can win a race. 55 points for scoring a victory, and there's so many drivers up there, series regulars, that have a chance to go out and get it done. Many of them don't want to just win for the points. They want to win because they've never won before at this level. And then you think about what they've done in the draft. Ross Chastain has one win in the draft, and it was the first ever for Team Colleague. That came at Daytona. He's won 2 times overall. Sheldon Creed looking for his first career victory, period. He's been close so many times. We know Austin is the best ever. Jesse Love has wins in the draft at Daytona and Talladega, has not done it here. And Brandon Jones wants to win here because this is his home track, and he just celebrated his 29th birthday a few days ago.
And what does he say about the drafting tracks for Brandon Jones? It's like, it always goes wrong. He can be there every time, and he said at Daytona, it just seems to always go wrong. Here's your opportunity to, flip the script and change it into a positive.
I feel confident in saying, regardless of what happens the rest of the race, Brandon Jones is going to improve his average today when it comes to racing in the draft, because it's just not been friendly to him. Came back to Joe Gibbs Racing last year, did Brandon Jones, and
we're back to yellow as JT
won on
points
2
out.
different occasions. Right here with Jeb Burton, who's won twice in the draft, getting it done for Jordan Anderson Racing and Team Colleague at Talladega.
I'm shocked he's up there right now based on everything we've seen. Turn 2 has not been Jeb's friend today, but he has survived, and you see, running top 6 right now.
Parker Retzlaff, the newest tires here, basically some of the newest tires in the top 10 besides Sam Mayer. 4 tires he took on lap 128. He was real fast this whole race, scored a ton of stage points. He was so close last year in this race.
The one problem the guys are going to have now, though, once you get past the 3rd or 4th row, is it's going to be too wide, most likely for the rest of the race. You're going to have to force it 3 wide in order to advance any ground. And based on what we've seen on these restarts, Creed has been an exceptional pusher, but Jesse Love and Austin Hill, they were hooked up as well. It's going to be fun to see what these guys decide to do. You got to assume they're going to choose the same. You got to think Creed's going to take outside of the 2nd row.
Let's get a report from Kim.
Yeah, Jesse Love running in that 4th position, looking for his first win at Echo Park Speedway. Danny Stockman calls the shots. What's your driver's headspace right now?
I mean, his headspace fine. It's just you're racing some pretty good competition out there right now. The guys have a lot of experience at this, and Jesse's got quite a bit too, but they're fast, and our car's driving really good. It's just about making the right decisions here to try to get this win here. So I think we can do it. It's just about picking the right lane on this restart.
A little bit ago, you told him to cowboy up, dude. Can you define what that means for us?
That means we got to raise the intensity level up a little bit, like get on that bull and ride it. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be pretty fun for the fans. The fans are going to love it. Strap in, because it's going to be a good 8 or so laps here to go.
I love it. All right, Dylan, what do you got?
Well, I just want to give an attaboy to the Jordan Anderson Racing Group in this 32 car with Ross Chastain behind the wheel. 2nd week in a row, they've been in the mix here in the late stages with a chance to go after the victory. I spoke to Jordan this morning about this car. This 32 car is what they're dubbing as their all-star car this year. Ross will be in it. Raja Karuth is going to be in it a little bit throughout this year. And the biggest thing that Jordan pointed to is just that helps them grow as an organization. Not only when you have somebody like Ross, who of course has Cup experience, but Raja as well, who is going to be in the Junior Motorsports car for the majority of the year. All of that information from both of those guys helps them grow at Jordan Anderson Racing. So great opportunity for the entire team over the course of this season, but as we said, great opportunity for a race win right now for the 32.
Jordan's just done an incredible job of building this program in pretty short order, basically 6 years from the ground up. A lot of challenges early, didn't have any points to work with, but they put themselves in position, and now someone we're talking about on a regular basis.
The 00 was loyal on the choose and the whole push, so yeah, I want to pull them along. I'd like to see the 00 through because the top is just going to have more natural energy for him, even as strong as the 21 to 2 are.
Yeah, the one thing that they have to be careful of is that Austin Hill and Jesse Love were within about 6 inches of clearing him in turn 3. And even though they didn't get a good start, like initially the launch, the run that they were able to generate down the backstretch, it's going to be really close. The side drafts are going to be massive right now.
But what's to say Sheldon doesn't change his mind here? Take the bottom. Put yourself in a position where, especially if you get a caution, we saw how the bottom worked there. Shorter distance, could be the leader, puts you in control of this race. So he's kind of, you know, you're kind of betting on what Sheldon decides to do here. If you're Ross, you're taking the outside.
Yeah, if you're Ross, I think
I'm saying
you're
Sheldon
definitely
has that
taking
choice.
the outside. It will be interesting to see if Creed decides to change that up.
That's going to be a factor to contend with.
Man.
So it makes you think for a second.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm up here.
Yep.
Don't
It's a
have to
hard
make that
choice.
decision.
And for that guy right there, you mentioned it, Adam, Jordan Anderson. I can remember him being in a tiny trailer in the truck series, just making race to race, just surviving. And now he's built this organization with 3 cars in the O'Reilly series. Incredibly impressive.
We're coming to the choose.
They're going to make us wait another lap? No, here we go. Choose with 7 to go. We'll restart with 6 to go.
That's 3 minutes of running. Can they behave themselves?
And he's committed.
We were in silence.
Heel down low.
Waiting on that to happen.
Bated breath.
Yes.
You know, the only other thing is you talk about, do you go outside, do you go front row? And I do think about where we are in this race. We're so late, and we say it so many times, and we talked about it last week. Once you take the white flag, the next flag ends it. And I know we got a lot of ground to cover between now and then, but that's just another reason why maybe you just want to be up front.
Look at the 2. The 2 did not choose behind Austin Hill, his teammate, which I am shocked by that. I thought that was, he must not feel like his car is either good enough. Sometimes you got to help your teammate.
So here we go then, folks.
I'm surprised the 2 didn't go behind Austin Hill as well.
Yeah.
That's surprising. Maybe he just doesn't think he has the car to help Austin. Austin will have Brandon Jones behind him, and Ross will have the 00 of Sheldon Creed behind him. It's also a bit confusing having a 0 and a 00 in the same race.
Pretty good. I've been doing pretty nice, really.
Creed's radio coming through. So we're going to go green with 6 to go. Ross Chastain, Sheldon Creed, Austin Hill. Hill's gone down low. Hill's going to be right there alongside Chastain. Surprise, Sheldon wants the outside. He's going to push Ross. So, 6 laps, 5 minutes. Are we going to get this one underway? Here we go. Pace car peels in for the final time tonight. We cross our fingers into the Echo Park restart zone. NASCAR and the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series goes green now. Over the line with 6 to go, 5 next time by. Hill did not get the restart he wanted to there as well, and he's going to get a Sheldon Creed is pushing the back of Ross Chastain. Here comes the 2 of Jesse Love. He'll push the back of Creed. Hill's not got anything, but coming down the back stretch, has he now got the momentum? I don't think he has. Chastain looks like he's gone too early. Hill needs to find some sort of momentum. He's side by side now with Sheldon Creed.
Chastain goes for the block.
Yeah, Chastain's going to block him, isn't he, Jack? Coming down low, and he's done it. Chastain blocks Hill, but Hill gets a great exit coming out of the triangle. He's trying to keep down low, but Chastain's got a car length ahead, Jack.
He's trying to keep going for the aero block, I think, Chastain. Trying to just keep Hill behind, but a guy as good at super speed is a little bit of sparking at the back there. Chastain maintaining the lead as we come to 4 to go.
Oh, Hill's dropped back. Look at Sheldon Creed. Creed's now trying to go for the lead of the race. Is he going to try and win his first ever race? And now coming up, look at Nick Sanchez making it 3 wide with 4 to go. Austin Hill's in there. Sam Mayer's coming back alongside Hill now. Creed is now going to be he's going to be left alone with Chastain. So now this is all dropping back. Sheldon Creed literally has got a chance here. Coming up, are we going to see anything? Look at this run from Nick Sanchez. He goes side by side, and Creed's going to go up high. He's going to get swamped up high by Jesse Love, who almost touches the wall. Austin Hill keeps down low as we go 3 to go here at Atlanta. Hill keeping it across. Chastain leads again from Sanchez. Jack.
A huge push there. And the 2 RCR guys working together here now.
Sheldon Creed.
Jesse Love and Austin Hill chasing down Ross Chastain. Look as well at Parker Retzlaff in the top 10. A really, really solid day so far for him. Really hope he gets the finish that he deserves. We are coming to 2 to go.
2 to go, coming up. Cars rubbing against the exit of turn number 4. Into the trial we come once more. Chastain leading from Austin Hill by 97 thousandths. Chastain's gone for the block. Hill's going to try and get through this time by. He's got him in the slipstream though. Maybe Chastain's block hasn't worked out the way he wants to, because now Hill can afford to go up high. He'll get the push coming from the 88. Chastain's got absolutely no one there to block. He's got no one there to tow. Hill's going down low. Coming into turn 3, and once again, for the 9th time, it looks like it's going to be Austin Hill, who, as he takes the lead of the race, here comes Jesse Love. It's white flag in the air. The next flag ends the race no matter what. Is it going to be Austin Hill for a 9th time here to win the race? But look at this from Sheldon Creed coming up high. Creed's going to get the turn off the back of Ross Chastain. Is it going to be Hill, Chastain, or Creed for the first time? Watch out for Jesse Love. He's in there too. Parker Retzlaff coming through, and then Chastain gets loose, and Chastain wrecks him, and Sheldon Creed takes the lead. Hill saves it, but for the first time, he's waited so long. It's been double O and a 1. Sheldon Creed wins. Sheldon Creed wins. He's done it. Sheldon Creed finally wins. The bridesmaid finally is the bride.
Awesome job. Woo!
You're not a bust anymore, Sheldon.
Thank you guys so much.
Hill went down, he saved it, but Creed on the outside had the completely clear run. He's a race winner. Sheldon Creed wins. JT, what a race. Wow. Sheldon Creed won it, JT. Whew.
I never thought I'd see the day that Sheldon Creed...
The bridesmaid no more, and he is going to burn it out, and with added fireworks in turns 3 and 4 as well. Per the minute by minute.
I've never been more proud of a driver than right now. Look at that. So many times he's been the bridesmaid. Sheldon Creed, with the fireworks going off, finally is a NASCAR winner. He is the O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series champion of the Bennett Transportation Logistics 250. He's won at Atlanta. He beat Austin Hill. Wow.
I think that Hill was not going to be too happy with the move that Chastain pulled there. It was a very, very late... I think he's blown a tyre.
He has. Look, you see this.
He's blown a tyre.
Finally, that blows.
I've just got a tweet, by the way, from Connor Zillich. About damn time.
That was second week running. I have lost my voice trying to call an end of a NASCAR race. The Cup was good at Daytona, and that was something else. He won it by 3/10. Parker Retzlaff finished in 2nd place. Nick Sanchez in 3rd. Corey Day came back to 4th. Jesse Love was 5th. Chastain, who hit the side of Austin Hill, finished in 6th. And yeah, Austin finished in 12th. Let's go down for the celebration. This one is going to mean something.
Finally, the emotion and jubilation that has been building for so many years for Sheldon Creed. Buddy, does it feel as good as you thought it might after all these years?
Incredible. Just, yeah, been a loser the last few years and just kept showing up. Not how you draw it up when you win a truck championship and win races and go to Xfinity and go 4 years winless. So incredible. Thank all my past teams at RCR and Gibbs. They all gave me great opportunities. And now here with Haas Factory team, back with Chevrolet and great engine. Hendrick Engine Shop did a great job for us. And excuse me, Road Ranger, Ollie's, Pit Boss, everyone that supports us. Gene Haas, Joe Custer. Incredible, incredible.
You said on the radio coming to that final restart, you wanted to restart 4th. Did it play out kind of like you thought it was going to play out there at the end? Obviously, it worked out like you hoped it would.
No, it never plays how you kind of draw it up. But, yeah, just finally a winner, and maybe, I don't know if one win will kind of revive my career, but maybe if I win a few this year, it will, and probably going to drink a ton of Coors Lights tonight.
I don't blame you. Well done. Sheldon Creed, a bridesmaid no more. Finally a winner in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, Kim.
Well, Dylan, it was a battle of a day for Austin Hill and the 21 team, but ultimately put yourself in the seat to get another win here late in the race. Walk me through those last few laps and that move at the end there by Ross Chastain.
Yeah, I mean, we had a really fast Bennett Chevrolet all day. There was a few things that, looking back on that, I could have done different. When I got to the lead, off of 2, I might have got a little too far out. And then, yeah, I mean, what about that save, huh? The save was insane. I thought that I was going to be head on in the fence there, but end of the race, you have to throw the block, and 32 drove through me. He has nothing to lose. He's not racing for points or anything, and I don't know if I'm going to race him again later on, but that's Ross for you.
NASCAR has expanded the amount of races the Cup drivers can run in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, so you will race Ross Chastain a number of times throughout the season. Does it warrant a conversation?
No, I mean, we're both going for the win. I was dead sideways there, and I don't know how I saved it. So that was a lot of fun. I had a blast tonight. Just wasn't meant to be. Atlanta's been so good to us, and it just wasn't meant to be this time.
Sheldon Creed is an ARCA champion. He's a Truck Series champion. It had been 1,630 days since he last went to victory lane in a truck. And today does it for the first time in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. And he does it in dramatic fashion. What a finish, and we'll break it all down when we come back. A thriller in Atlanta, Sheldon Creed standing tall.
Don't even know where to go on that one. That was absolutely fantastic. We had to wait for it, bit of a rain delay, but superb. Absolutely superb.
Somehow, by the way,
go on, Jack.
Just randomly, somehow, Corey Day has somehow brought it home P4 after being a wrecking ball all day.
It defies logic sometimes, doesn't it? Austin Hill, by the way, in 12th position. He saved that, didn't he? That was what's weird.
Haters will say it's AI.
Oh, I absolutely lost that one. O'Reilly hasn't had disappointed this year. So, I'm running out of words to say here. We've got, looking at it, coming up at 2 o'clock, we're next on for the Super Pole race. We are going to stay on here for the coverage. We're going to bring you all the analysis from the CW that we can get hold of before going off air. Jack, I don't know if you need to go early and I'll go now, or you're all right.
No, I'm fine.
You're fine, good. JT?
I'd like to speak quickly as someone who is a big Sheldon Creed fan.
I was looking at the last lap thinking, oh my God, he's gonna burst a blood vessel. So go on.
All I can say is this guy should have about 4 wins by now. And he has had it taken away time and time again. All the pain, all the trials of going through being a Creed fan, it is well and truly worth it to see that man in victory lane. And by the way, not to make it all about Creed for a second, Parker Retzlaff got second.
How on earth did you manage to get that through?
When is somebody going to give this guy a top-tier ride? This guy is like ridiculous. He's like one of the most underrated drivers on the entire grid. If that guy was in a junior motorsports car, he'd have a multi-win season. I'm calling it right now.
Legit, I think I can't take any more. This has been absolutely amazing. He's in victory lane right now, Sheldon Creed. We'll hear from him in a second. Whew. Take a breath. Just take a massive breath. Absolutely brilliant stuff coming through. So we're going to hold it through. Oh, 2:30 till 10:30. Oh, okay. The MotoGP testing starting at 2:30. They've moved it, and it now ends at 10:30. So we'll adjust that. Ready to go. Thank you very much. So that's good to know that at least they've got that sorted. Otherwise, that would have been a big embarrassment going on here half an hour. I think they've moved it after yesterday. They requested that there were some drivers who didn't like it, so they've moved it half an hour. So we'll now go 2:30 till 6, 6:20 till 10:30. So basically 2:30 till 10:30. Let's head back down and join the CW then for all the lost. Okay, let's go back and catch up with some more interviews from that amazing race. We've got the full results. That's no lie. Sheldon Creed, absolutely.
It's all over in Atlanta, and in the category of no good deed goes unpunished, Sam Mayer goes up, congratulates his teammate Sheldon Creed, and then this. Lots of rain here earlier today.
Destroys
that race car.
That's why you hear so many people advocate for the fake grass, artificial turf in the infield, is to eliminate that. Sam just trying to say attaboy and then get back to pit road.
He did come on the radio and say, I'm sorry, guys, I messed up.
That is not what he said, but it's close.
It was close.
Yeah,
there was another word in there.
It was a couple of beeps in there, yeah.
Hey, we were so in it those last couple of laps. I want to see it again to make sure I understand what happened here.
So this is, as we start the second lap here.
2 to go.
2 to go. You have Austin Hill there in second. Ross Chastain gets too far out in front. This generates a run for Austin Hill. He takes that run to the bottom, is able to clear Ross to the lead, Jamie. And look where Sheldon is in third right there, maybe fourth. And Parker Retzoff went up second all the way back in 7th or 8th.
Yeah, and watch as they enter. So this is coming to the white right here. Just keep your eye on the 32 car. He's going to back up just a little bit as they exit turn 2. And Sheldon Creed's timing of this is impeccable. It's not something you can do. It just happens circumstantial. But watch, he gets to the bumper, gives him this massive push down into turn 3. Ross abruptly turns left. Creed in the perfect position on the outside.
And if you're, Austin talks about he thought he got too far out off of 2. That's exactly the same thing that gave him the lead the lap before from Ross. He did the same thing, got too far out. Ross backed up.
It's impossible, though,
it's really
to
hard.
lift off turn 2. Because if you get past because you lift, I'll take my chances of running wide open.
Yeah, and I think this situation there between Ross and Austin, Ross has to take that run. He's got to go somewhere with it. Austin has to block it if you want to win that race.
And Ross waited as long as he could to kind of fake Austin out. Austin just trying to run the middle. Yeah, it's the last lap, going for it.
We're batting 1,000, fellas. 2 weeks, 2 unbelievable finishes. Down to Dylan Welch.
And Ross ultimately going to end up in the 6th spot after a valiant effort there on the final lap. You just watch that back. Anything that immediately comes to mind that you wish you could have done differently?
Coming to the white, Dylan, for sure. I should have covered that block with the 21. In my mirror, I thought he was coming faster than what it looked like on TV, at least. I don't know. But Brandon up top did great to call those runs, and then I charged up on the 0-0 and turned, and I got kind of crossed up off the 0-0 and then got tight behind the 21. No excuses. I turned him, okay, for sure. And I hate that I did that to another Chevy. Glad that Sheldon was there to pick it up after him and I had worked together so well. But, yeah, I made a business decision down the back coming to the white to not spin up to the infield. And then I feel like clearly Austin did not. And I don't want to spin these guys. I'm not trying to crash coming to the checkered. But to get the run down the back, I did not execute it very well for sure. So hats off to Jordan Anderson Racing for giving me this opportunity, and Protect Your Melon for continuing to stick with me for over a decade now, reminding people to just wear their seatbelts. A real simple message. And to see how Jordan's built this team with Shane Whitbeck and John Bomarito, it was a pleasure to drive tonight.
Yeah, he gave the 32 a good run. Ross Chastain comes home inside the top 10. Kim?
And Dylan Parker Retzloff matches career best finish of 2nd. We were kind of watching those replays. If you had the last couple of laps back, what would you do differently?
I don't know what I would have really done differently. I just felt like I got to Sheldon in 3 and 4, and looking back, and I just made a slight move to feel like I was avoiding the 32 there in 3 and 4, and just lost too much of a run to try and make a drag race to the line. But overall, happy to get a good finish for these guys. If they've put so much hard work in the off season and these last couple weeks to make sure we're ready and prepared. So thank you to Funkaway and Visual Pack for all my support in the last couple of years, and happy to have Cairo on the car this week. And we'll go on to next week and try and do it again. And just happy for everyone on the 99 Viking Motorsports team.
Yeah, this team leaving this race 5th in the points, Dylan.
And Kim, I think Nick Sanchez has to like this racetrack. 3 starts, 3 top 5 finishes, comes home in the 3rd spot today for AM Racing. For a team that you are joining new this year, what kind of run does this do just to set you guys off on the right foot for the rest of the season?
Yeah, it's really promising, right? The whole AM Racing, Ford Racing team has been amazing, and, our Travel Curious and the Paynewoody car was really fast tonight, and it was in Daytona, so I'm not surprised with the finish, right? It's just, a matter of putting yourself in the right position, and really proud of the team for the strategy and really the whole execution, so I think this is just the first of many for us.
Yeah, the AM Racing boys and Sanchez have not missed a step. Great run for them here in Atlanta. Kim?
And for Jesse Love, he comes home in the 5th position. Actually, his career best finish here at Echo Park Speedway. How would you summarize the day for you and the 2 team?
It was pretty crazy. I mean, our day was pretty smooth. We didn't really have any dramas, but, the whole we honestly did a great job. Like, we didn't crash coming to every stage, and I don't think we kept it relatively clean for this place, especially with a lot of rookies in the field. So, I thought that everybody did a pretty good job, and you just kind of had to ride that bull when it's like that. Everybody's pushing really hard. Everybody's doing all they can. So, I thought that it was probably my favorite Atlanta race. Really enjoyed my time, and always wish that the result would have been a little bit better in this situation. But I feel like I controlled all I could the last, 10 laps of that race. I think where I lost the race was probably a little bit before those super quick restarts, right? I think that if I would have been on the front row, I would have won the race, but I feel like I made a couple of mistakes before that put me back in the 2nd row, the 3rd row, and I think that's in turn what kind of hurt us.
Solid top 5 day for Jesse Love. Dylan?
Let's see if we can step in here and grab Corey Day. I don't know even how to describe this day. Can you believe that you guys were able to come back to 4th?
No, I can't. Our sway bar was broke there after that. I blew right front there with the 1 and the 7, and I thought we were kind of done after that, but fired off with really good pace after that, and I was able to just kind of, in the beginning of the race, I don't feel like things worked out for me. I feel like I, would move to the bottom at the wrong time, move to the top at the wrong time, and just kind of get, shucked to the back. And there at the end, I felt like I kind of played my cards good. So, big thanks to the whole 1700cars.com team. The guys worked hard on the pit stops and, got a fixed up ride, and we were still at, really good speed. So, big thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Hendrick, Jeff Gordon, Jeff Andrews, everyone involved here at Hendrick Motorsports that believes in me. And, it was for a 4th place, but we'll get them cleaned up here.
Yeah, well done. A mentally challenging day for sure, but Corey Day showing everybody he's the real deal. 4th place today.
Yeah, 4th today, and in a few weeks we go to Las Vegas where he finished 4th last year. And look at this, Austin Hill That's celebrating cool. with his old teammate Sheldon Creed. That's nice. All right, let's look at those point standings. 22 races until we make our way to the chase. Remember, no longer winning, you're in. Here's what I noticed. Top left, 1st and 3rd, the 2 drivers that have won, sandwiched in between Raja Karuth, who's at back-to-back career best finishes.
Ton of stage points for Raja Karuth. Great first 2 races, and you just look at this whole
What about
top
Parker
12.
Retzloff?
Yeah, I know. Look at that. 5th in points.
Yeah, awesome after
That's
2 races.
So cool to see. And Corey Day up in 8th. You come out of these first 2 races, drafting tracks, you just don't want to put yourself in a hole.
Don't get
None
behind.
of these drivers have.
Ryan Ellis in the top 10.
So a couple of wild cards to start the year. I'd say we'll get another one next week. Circuit of the Americas, we're road racing. Overall, your thoughts where we are a couple of weeks in, guys?
Well, I couldn't be having more fun. I don't know about you guys. Like the last 2 weeks, like today was just epic all the way through. It was really fun to see Creed finally.
Even Dylan's down there.
So
You think he changed his T-shirt?
Sophie Cunningham and now Sheldon Creed. Dylan's had it all today.
And when he shows us that picture, he's going to say, I think that picture looks pretty good. All right, that's going to do it. We'll see you in Austin, Texas next weekend.
Once again.
Our coverage begins on CW 2:30 Eastern Time. We thank you for watching today.
Well, they've shut up and actually put it down, so we'll wrap up as well. Our stream here and our scheduled broadcasting will continue with the Super Pole race coming up with World Superbikes. Jack, your last thought, please, my friend, after today's race.
I never thought I'd see the day where Sheldon Creed finally wins the race. I don't care he got it gifted to him. I don't care. This guy should have like 3 or 4 wins by now. It's finally happened. I'm so happy for him. And just unreal. Absolutely unreal. But with the Ross and Austin Hill incident, what I'll tell you is simple. That's racing. 2 guys going for the same piece of road.
Yeah. Robin is racing. Robin is racing. And on that note, by the way, that's brilliant to say about it because thoughts and prayers to everybody as Robert Duval passed away, of course, who coined the phrase Robin is racing. JT, your final thoughts as well on this one? It's been a hell of a day, actually. Good. It was 2 back-to-backs.
Yeah, good chaotic race. Been a very chaotic day. And this has probably been the most busy NASCAR race for me.
You've been non-stop
from a behind-the-scenes perspective. I have been over 5 different streams. I've been prepping for 5 different streams. I've been timing 5 different streams. In between the cautions, I was setting up stream decks and all of that. So yeah, been very chaotic. Good race. Sheldon Creed, NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series winner. Sounds good, doesn't it?
It really, really does. Cheers, Jack. Cheers, JT, for all of the action. Well, that's it, folks. We have wrapped up today's coverage, and my God, has it been a busy one as well. Hopefully you can still hear us. We've lost signal for a second. There we go. Well, that's it, folks. We have had a really long, bizarre day. Lots of knots in the necks, lots of everything ready to go. But my God, has it been exciting. Thank you so much for your company throughout today's broadcasts. We'll be back for the Cup Series race tomorrow. Join us for that. Take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.